All right, what's up, motherfuckers? We're back with episode 10. Can you believe that shit?
Double digits, baby.
Double digits,
Momentous
baby.
occasion.
What? What are you... What? I don't even know what's happening right now.
I just want to go by... He's Mach 3. I just want to go by Wood. I don't
this
cut
is
off
Wood.
the front part. Yeah.
Listen, this is... His name is...
I'm like Cher.
This guy...
Or Beyonce.
...is one of our oldest friends. He is the Shetler Elementary Spelling Bee runner-up 4 times running.
Yes, sir.
Listen, this guy was the 2-time West Michigan flag football MVP. He considers himself to be the beer pong greatest of all time.
Kind of a big deal.
And he has now realized that he has not accomplished anything of value in his actual life. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show after all this fucking time. Wood.
Yes.
Known only as Wood. He's like Cher.
I was really pumped up to be here until that rundown, and now I'm just sad and depressed. I feel like I should go play in traffic across the street right now.
You should, for real.
Probably be some interesting content for the show, at least. You know?
Yeah.
So what's up with you, fuckface? I haven't seen you in forever.
Just hiding away, trying to stay off the grid as much as humanly possible.
Jacking it.
Oh,
A lot of masturbation.
tons. I've
Steady
reinvented masturbation, my friend.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Talking new techniques,
yeah.
new single-handed positions.
Beyond the stranger?
Oh,
Like what?
We're trying forehand, backhand, 2-hand grip. I mean, the list just goes on and
Fucking
on.
banana peels, fucking orange rinds and shit.
Lady-
Heating them up in the microwave.
The lady gets primed up, and I'm just like, no, I'm good, I'm good.
The lady. You got a lady in your life?
I do.
Oh, okay. I didn't know this.
It's very frustrating.
Why? Because your masturbation has gone way down?
No, that will always stay a good 3 to 5 times a day, every day, until the day I die. And you think that's a joke, but it's not.
Gotta hit that daily quota, baby. Keep those pipes clean, son.
On and off for like a year and a half.
Oh, okay.
Love her to death, but 2 kids from a previous marriage for the first time with the whole kid thing. She's raised them the exact opposite way I would have raised them. So
Yeah, but I imagine you would
tough.
probably been beating them. I mean, that seems to be your MO.
Just mentally, I cripple them mentally.
Right, yeah.
They get out and optimistic about the day, and I let them know that life is going to beat them down.
Wear them down. Just kind of, it's a slow grind. Just grind them down.
And they go to Catholic, so that's even a better thing, just to kind of, tell them the whole purpose for their school's a lie,
Oh, yeah.
a farce.
Going hard.
Mom's gotta love that.
Today we learned in the Bible, Jesus isn't real.
Jesus is like 2 of their subjects.
Oh, I would
It's
imagine.
like we don't need math or history. Let's just learn about Jesus.
Oh, wow, really? That goes. Yeah, I mean, I would imagine.
Oh man, I don't think you guys should get me started about this one.
We're gonna go hard. This is now the Catholic bashing podcast.
Hey,
here.
we're gonna go this way. You can expect to get some emails. I mean,
Gonna go Dan Rather style, hard-hitting questions, baby. Just the facts. Just the facts.
going Randy Quaid.
And I mean, obviously you probably know he lost his mind and moved to Canada or
He
some shit.
is like not allowed in the United States anymore.
Yeah,
He will be arrested on the spot.
For what? What's the story behind all that?
He
Shit.
lost his shit, man. If you saw a picture of him, he is like homeless hobo Santa at this point. I mean,
He's
Yes.
got that real frizzy, crazy
yeah.
homeless
It's
guy hair
completely
going on, all
gray.
greased
Him
up,
and his
yeah.
wife just lost their shit.
Yeah. She kind of took him down, I feel like, a little bit. If you read about it a little bit.
Yeah, I don't really remember too much about it, but they
That's
just
going to happen to you.
completely denounced the United States, which
I don't know that Canada's doing all that much better right now, but yeah, they definitely fucking.
I could
they
fuck with
cheesed it to
Canada.
I love Canada.
I could fuck
man.
with Canada.
Every time I've been to Canada, man, it's fucking super nice.
Oh, so
They got that awesome, fun, colored money, Monopoly money going on up there.
Yeah, now it's gonna have King Charles on it.
when I worked at the ranch, this girl walked through the front door, and she was the most beautiful woman I'd ever seen in my entire life. Heart stopped in my chest. Her and her mom were there to ride horses. So I spent the next hour just scribbling a note, crumpling up, throwing away, scribbling a new note, trying to hit on her without her mom being around. So I slid it in a brochure.
Wait, how old was she? Dude? What? Her mom was with her.
No, she was 20, 21 at the time. I was 28.
They do things a little differently out there in Colorado.
Her and her mom were on vacation from Canada.
Okay.
This is why it made me think of it.
It's
And
just
I slid her a little note and a brochure. So next time, you come here, stay with us. I got a text from her 6 months later.
Oh.
Because she just finally opened up the brochure. And I talked to this girl, FaceTime with this girl, and even planned a trip with her over like 8 years of a relationship. And again, the most gorgeous woman I've ever seen in my life.
Okay. So what's the point of the story? What happened?
You said something about Canada and it made me think about her.
Oh, okay. So
And that I won.
Did you seal the
yeah,
deal? Or
what's the moral of the story? Did she
Well,
come out? What happened?
No, I was supposed to go up there, but she 10-year age gap, she was really young and dumb about some shit and really annoying.
Oh, okay.
So I got to the point, and she's like, yeah, if you definitely came up here, I'd fuck you. And I'm like, at that point, it's just like, I don't really want to do that anymore because you just said it. You just took all the fun out of it.
Did she?
I swear to God.
It's a little bit like hunting deer at one of those ranches where they're all penned in, It kind of takes the sport out of it at that point,
Even
the thrill
like-
is in the chase.
Even like that 300-pound deer that's got 3 legs and then one lung and is not moving, it's still a challenge to catch. It's not fenced in,
Okay, I see your logic here.
Are you equating her to a 300-pound
No,
three-legged deer,
she
just to clarify?
She was something else, man.
If she was that hot, dude, I mean, come on. What
But
are you
then
talking
she
about, dude?
admitted she said she would. So then I won. So at that point,
That's all you
it was
wanted?
game over. I won.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That should have been on my promo of introduction there.
Does not actually need to bang you to feel justified. And
No, the hottest girl you've ever met says she would bang you right there. It's game over.
Canada? There's nobody hot in Canada.
Banff.
Besides the Weeknd.
Banff, British Columbia. It was Banff.
Banff or whatever. Yeah.
But it's good. I looked it up and it's gorgeous. It's just
I
this
bet.
mountain
I bet.
west.
That's way the fuck out west, right?
It was a 13-hour
Yeah.
flight from Muskegon, and then with like 2 layovers, and the trip would have been
trip,
horrible.
bro, yeah.
Would have been worth it though.
13 hours is a long way to go for a piece, even if it's a prime one.
Yeah,
She was a
brutal.
chef at a 5-star
Oh,
restaurant.
dude, you
and
got
hotel.
food too. What the fuck, dude?
She was cool shit, man. She really was, but she talked about spirit rocks and
It's a deal breaker right
He's
there.
into astrology.
and just
Got these crystals for
Yeah. That's how it all is out there, man. Fucking anybody on the West Coast, like the Northwest, dude.
I can't get
Portland,
I can't
Seattle,
I
all
can't
that.
fuck with that.
Yeah.
I just can't.
I'm picturing that going down and you going out there just systematically blowing up everyone over bullshit beliefs. Yeah.
I think that,
Listen, just going off on her,
well, it's kind of how it ended because like we kind of would go back and forth and there'd be these long breaks after these little squabbles and got old after a while. So I'm just like, you're trying to release the pet back into the wild and you're being overly mean to it on purpose because it won't leave. So I was just
Jesus.
really
It's
went
like
off.
James Franco at the end of Planet of the Apes when he's trying to.
I've said some pretty bad things the last time, and that to make sure that it needed to be done.
Wow, you are a real son of a bitch, sir.
She killed herself 2 months ago.
I know.
Oh, no.
And now she's dead.
No.
Yeah,
hope
man.
not.
I don't like fucking. I got to admit, like, I thought
You don't
I was
like
gonna.
fucking?
I don't like that area. I thought I was not gonna like. Or I thought I was gonna love Portland. I went to Portland for a minute. I hated it, dude. I fucking hated Portland. Sorry.
What made you think you would like Portland?
Well, there's people that I know that loved it. I don't know, man. There's
Fresh
just-
fish and rock music.
there's a lot of fucking like there's a music scene there and whatever. I don't know.
Did you ever watch Portlandia?
I have watched Portlandia, but it's a spoof show. I figured that, but it turns out it's not a spoof.
No, no,
It's 100% correct.
The HR girl that I worked with at that ranch in Colorado, she lived in Portland most of her life, and she said Portlandia documentary, basically.
Dead on, dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Dude, I fucking hated it, man. We got in. I was only there for like 3 days, and like every experience I had there was fucking awful. Like literally every experience was awful. The food was awful. The service was awful.
Just
The
lentils
people
and-
was awful. we literally like got into like a quasi fight with this fucking mall cop security guard that was working at the convention center that we were at and shit, dude.
Isn't like
it was
the
a whole thing, man.
Aryan race brotherhood like a big deal out there too?
It is in Idaho. I don't know about over
Oregon's
over there,
got a lot of issues.
I'm
It's like-
sure any of those rural areas, not
When
in
you get into,
Portland, I'm
those
sure, but
super
like,
remote
yeah,
areas,
yeah.
there's some sketchy
I know it's
motherfuckers
huge in
out
fucking
there.
Idaho, though. That's the big one is Idaho, but it's probably that whole anywhere of those fucking rural areas out there are probably.
I watched that. God, kind of docuseries on Waco, and they touched on
Yeah.
some shit that went down
Yeah.
before Waco that was up in like Idaho.
That was the Idaho thing that like it precursored that. No, and it also gave the guy that did the fucking Oklahoma City bombing he was super into that shit too. It was like one of the first like FBI raids.
Didn't he do that in response to what they did in Idaho?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
That was like one of his like big fucking things is they went up there and like it was one of these fucking guys that was super fucking whatever Nazi dude or whatever, had a couple wives. They're doing the whole fucking deal up there, you know.
Dude,
or
he
whatever.
put that van like right next to like the child care.
Yeah.
Did you ever? Oh,
He torched babies, man.
Yeah, he went for it.
Jesus.
He went
Christ.
hard. He went hard in the paint on
He went
that.
ham on that one.
Did you ever see Netflix did like a 4-part documentary or something about this dude from somewhere over in that neck of the woods, like some kind of Wyoming, Iowa, somewhere out west. He got
I was like 2 states over.
or Idaho rather, yeah. But he got real pissed off about the government taxing him and all this bullshit and like flipped out and basically got a tank somehow
Oh,
and just
yeah,
started
yeah, the tank guy.
demolishing the fucking
Yeah.
town. Did you see this? Dude,
That's
I saw
in-
that at the
that's
time,
in
man.
Granby, Colorado. And
Okay.
I lived an hour from Granby when I lived in Colorado.
Whoa.
Never heard a thing about this, and I saw that thing, and it's
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fucking nuts. Dude. That guy just
Yeah.
went ape shit, demolishing half the town.
He
man.
went after
Yep,
everyone
yep.
that ever wronged him, just right through their business, like,
You know, respect.
and he just, I really would be interested to see how far he would have got if he knew there was a basement in that building, because that's what he got stuck on. He didn't know that building,
Yeah, the tank got caught up, right? Or
because he didn't know that building had like a cellar or whatever. to
Right.
it.
Yeah, I remember there was literally like nothing they could do.
No, nothing.
like,
They were trying everything. And the guy's just laughing at him.
Yeah, man. That shit's wild, dude. That's the fucking move, dude. Could you imagine that, dude? Just snapping. Like, if you're gonna snap, he did it right. I mean, you know, people died, but if you're gonna do it,
Did people die?
and now we're canceled again. I would imagine, dude. I don't know. I remember it happening at the time. I didn't
mean,
watch the documentary.
If you get run over by a tank, you should probably be dead anyways, because you're fucking stupid. You ever seen how fast a tank
They're
moves?
pretty slow.
Yeah.
Some Austin Powers one shit right there. Stop!
Yeah. The guy in
I don't
Tenement
think
Square.
anybody died. I know he created millions upon millions of dollars worth of damage, but I don't think
Indeed.
he killed anybody
Oh, okay. I know.
besides
yeah.
himself.
Yeah, he got death by cop at the end of that. Right?
I thought he shot himself.
Okay.
It took him hours
obviously
to
I
even
don't know,
realize he
but
was
yeah.
dead in there, because they
Yeah. There was those guys too that got all fucking. They put all that body armor on and they did all that meth and went crazy. You guys
is that the
remember that?
bank robbery out in
Yeah,
California?
yeah, something like
They made
that.
a movie on that.
Yep,
yeah.
they fucking. They were trying. They robbed a bank or whatever, and like. It took them like it took a lot to take them down too. Like they were just fucking armed to the teeth and were
Shoot 'em in
covered
the
in
foot.
body armor. And
Right?
he had that foot armor, bro. He had those
There's
fucking
no way 100% of his skin was covered in body armor.
bro. They were wearing those Adidas, man.
That's
You
Call
can't
of
shoot him in
Duty
the foot.
101, man. You go for the leg or the
I just
foot.
saw your Adidas. I was trying to find a funny.
I was trying to find a joke.
footprint.
Like,
I know.
wait a minute, I'm wearing Adidas right
No,
now.
he's wearing those Chuck Taylors, bro. Those things are indestructible. You can't shoot him in the foot.
I don't ever get with these movies with car chases or people who keep getting shot in the chest and the head and you can't take them down. Just shoot someone in the tire of the foot.
Is that your move?
Oh, yeah.
Shoot him in
We'll
the
be-
foot.
Yeah.
Shoot him in the face. I just shot Marvin in the face.
Why'd you do that?
We were talking about you. Did you listen to one? Because you were supposed to be on a while back and you got the fucking Rona or whatever. But did you listen to that one at all? Because we were talking about you for a minute.
No.
We were saying that the conversation we want to hear is you talking to Quentin Tarantino.
Do you think I do a good Tarantino?
Because you guys are similar in some ways.
Okay, so listen, okay, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
there's going to be in this shot over here, okay, right?
It's a vague resemblance. There's a little Tarantino vibe going on in the best possible way for sure.
Oh, well, you guys do a bunch of coke.
He's got a really narrow, pointy face.
I'm not talking about your face. I'm
Oh.
just talking about your, like, you know, the way you guys talk about shit sometimes.
He talks really weird. Ouch, man. He's a weird motherfucker. He's all wiry all the time. And
You and Quentin Tarantino talking would be the greatest conversation that mankind has ewer known.
I just wouldn't be able to wait for him to shut the fuck up. He talks a lot. I talk a lot though too.
Yeah, he's a fast talker.
That'd be rough.
Yeah. No, it'd be great. It would be gold. It would be.
Gold,
I'd
Jerry,
submit
gold.
to you. It would be. Oh, where is it? Shit, I don't got the thing going. Wait for it.
Oh,
Let's see if I can get it on the first try.
it's down one.
No, we got that gold Jerry Gold on there somewhere.
Yeah, dude.
Gotta love sound effects when they're 14 seconds later. It's not even the right one.
One of these weeks, we're gonna get this fucking thing labeled.
I
Been
still
talking
have
about
not
this
labeled
it. Got to get the key to this. We're just blindly hitting these fucking things, hoping to hit the right one.
Wait for it. No, it's the same one. It's the same one.
With the text up on the screen.
There it is. One more time.
I'd put your soundboard skills at poor. Currently.
Yeah, it's not good.
Room for improvement.
It's not good. I still have, we were talking about like, how do I label this fucking thing? I still have not made any effort to do so.
I was talking to you about that Workaholics podcast, and their soundboard is basically everything from our childhood. Just all this shit from the 90s, and it just really just brings you back.
Yeah, man, that's pretty much a lot of what I got going. What?
Fucking ruin my goddamn.
What the fuck did you do, dude? Jesus Christ.
You know, things happen. I don't ask questions.
Got some leprosy shit going on over there. I'm
You
gonna
just
keep my
kinda-
distance over
Just
here.
kind of roll with it.
Fuck, dude.
That looks painful as fuck, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Ugh,
It's
man.
okay. It's all right.
Gotta hit up the doctor for that one.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh man, speaking of, so recently I got a physical for the first time in a pretty long time. You know, I had some shit kind of going south. I was a little concerning. I'm like, all right, I gotta get out to the doc here and see what's going on.
You're just trying to get somebody to touch your balls, dude.
Indeed. Mission accomplished.
Been
by the
too
way.
long. Did you come?
When you coughed, when you coughed, did you come?
It's like, oh geez. Yeah. The feel of a human touch was incredible. It's been a very long time, but so they give me the call back, you know, and it's the receptionist lady just like, I missed the call originally and then called them back immediately. She's like, oh, I can't give you these results over the phone, which I know is kind of a thing, but she really emphasized the these part of things.
Ooh.
So I'm just like, oh,
Definitely
okay.
AIDS.
I'm already freaked out. So she puts me on a hold. Right? Yeah.
Though.
This is a fair point.
Not true. He could be sharing needles.
I sat on an especially questionable toilet seat. Yeah.
I mean,
Indeed.
if you're doing butt play and you don't wash your hands,
But dude, they put me on hold for like 37 minutes. They got this fucking Mozart death march, impending doom, super ominous shit going to the background.
Christ.
As I'm freaking out and shitting my pants like it's a high school wrestling match. See episode 3 for more details on that one. But so then the nurse comes on, right? And she's like, oh, hey, man, how's it going? She's got this super inappropriate Jamaican accent. And she's also just like, oh, yeah, the doctor wanted me to call you directly with these results. And I'm just like, oh, man, they're really fucking emphasizing
Just
all the
tell
wrong
me.
words. Yeah.
How long do I have to live?
Yeah, dude. And she's like, oh, yeah, man, you're A-okay. I'm like, Jesus Christ, thanks for burying the lead there. As I'm
please tell me she literally said A-okay.
Oh, I don't remember. There's like this 20-minute buildup. Like,
She
can
said,
you just tell me I'm
no
not
problem.
dying? Which that shit cracks me up because every time I hear a Jamaican accent, I think fucking Dave Chappelle and Half Baked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Boy,
Yeah. Where are you from?
by the beach.
Near the beach.
Boy.
Shit was gold.
You ever been to Jamaica?
No.
Yeah, you ever been to Jamaica?
No.
I mean, honestly, like, hate to talk shit, but it's a shithole, man. It's crazy.
So you've been.
That's one of those spots where you don't want to get out of the
No,
tourist
you don't.
areas, right?
Like,
Like you get off the
literally, dude.
beaten path and some
It's like-
bad shit going down.
So the
Honestly,
sunny
yeah.
beaches and cool blue ocean water suck, huh?
Well, you're in the fucking Sandals Resort getting your fucking, back rubbed by some fucking poor Jamaican girl who's making $2 an hour.
That sounds terrible for you, though.
No, it's terrible for her. It's fantastic for me. But they literally have like fucking like razor wire and shit, like or barbed wire at least, like around the fucking resorts and shit to go to and all that. Like,
Is that to keep the masseuses in?
yeah, for sure.
Indeed. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
shit. No, I'm sorry. That was Epstein's Island I'm thinking of. getting things mixed up here.
That's exactly what you want to see for a nice, relaxing.
When you guys catch the new Reno 911 movie?
I have not, man. I was psyched about it, and I just forgot
It's
about
like
it.
the search for QAnon, but apparently they end up on Epstein's sex island.
There you go. That's gold. I love those guys,
Was it
man.
good? What's the
I have
what's
not
the
seen
review?
it,
you
but
haven't
that
seen
just
it
made me know. I wanted to. I used to love that show.
I did too. That was a great show, man.
But that whole crew going way back to the fucking state. You ever used to fuck with the state back in the day?
No, I don't know what that is.
Oh, the 80s. MTV. The state, man. It's the
Okay.
greatest collection. It's like Jolo, Trulio, Thomas Lennon, Michael Ian Black when they were like
All right.
19, 20 years old.
Oh, okay.
It is just Weigel from that whole crew.
Yeah.
I can't believe you've never heard of
No,
that.
I've heard of
Damn.
it. I've heard of it. Yeah. I'd never watched it.
I think
though.
it's on Paramount Plus. If you got that, I think
I
the
do.
whole oh, dude,
Do
they,
I? No,
they
I
got
don't.
Hey Dude. They
Yeah.
got some
Christ, dude,
bangers
some
on
Hey
it, man. They
Dude,
got
man,
some
I love
bangers.
some Hey Dude.
Ben Stiller's
Wife.
wife was the blonde chick from
Yeah,
Hey Dude,
yeah.
remember
My
that?
first
Yeah.
ever
Melanie.
love of my life.
Melanie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she
No, I
is
like
an
the-
unspeakably gorgeous.
The
Oh
other
my
girl,
God.
dude.
Jesus.
Brad.
You liked the mannish chick with the man name?
No, she was the other hot chick. That was the joke. Is
She
she
had
the
broad shoulders and a mullet.
whatever, man. She was clearly the fucking like main hot girl in that show, dude.
She was absolutely not. She was one of
Nah,
the
dude,
horse
no
wranglers,
way.
man.
Back me up, dude.
No.
Brad.
Melanie,
Come on,
dude, the
I
answer's
just
no.
watched the first
You are- all
episode
right,
of
y'all
that
can
show.
have you all can have it. I'm you know
No, you could
I'm
have
betting
Brad.
down with Brad, yo.
You
She
can
was-
fuck with Brad.
Yeah,
You
I
take
am.
Brad.
I'm
Melanie
fucking with
also
Brad.
did that Seinfeld episode where she's like, obviously like indescribably gorgeous, and
And
everybody
amazing.
that talks to
Eh.
Jerry's like, you're really doing her a favor
Yeah.
for taking her out. Like she's some big loser. Or
Oh,
whatever.
really? That
and
was
that's
her in
the
that?
whole shtick. Yeah.
Oh,
She was in Friends. She pulled off her
Yeah.
top that one episode. Oh,
she's in a couple of Ben Stiller movies too, right?
it's Dodgeball.
Yeah, Dodgeball. Yeah,
She's a
Sneaky
lesbian,
underrated
yeah.
flick.
Oh,
Love me
great
some
movie.
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball.
Nobody makes me
epic,
bleed
dude.
my own blood.
He's so fucking funny, man. Ben
He's
Stiller,
Just
like
all
his,
about the directing now, though.
yeah, I get it. But like, yeah, his early shit. I like him. He's another one of those guys where when he plays the fucking like bit character, like the side character, dude, nobody can fuck with him, dude.
You need to go back and check out on YouTube I think his first role he ever had was on Tubbs and Miami Vice.
Yeah.
He's like a street.
Really?
Okay, yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
know
yeah.
that.
He looks
Damn,
like
bro.
he looks like a rat. He's so young and
Yeah,
gangly looking.
yeah,
he looks
yeah.
terrible, but he's like Fast Eddie or something like that.
Indeed.
It's all about Ben Stiller in heavyweights as Tony Perkis,
Yeah,
which is basically
yeah.
the same character as Ben Stiller in Dodgeball.
My favorite Ben Stiller is him as the fucking head male nurse in Happy Gilmore.
Yeah,
Who's taking
yeah.
care of his grandma, whatever. You're in my territory now, grandma, whatever. Like, oh my God,
A
man.
nice warm glass of
Oh,
shut
do
down.
your fingers hurt? Well, now your back's gonna hurt because you just pulled landscaping duty.
He had a show, the Ben Stiller show. It only lasted one season and got canceled, but that was gold.
I bet.
Was it a sketch comedy show? I
It had to
vaguely
be,
remembered.
right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Garofalo and a bunch of he had a good.
Yeah.
Andy
all
Dick
his
might have been
group.
on that.
Did you ever see, what's that superhero movie he did, that obscure movie?
Mystery Men.
Yeah. Did you ever see it?
Oh, absolutely.
I never
It's-
saw it.
It's
Is it funny?
fantastic.
Yeah. With, Garofalo's in that and fucking
Because
H. Macy.
basically the Superman character dies in like the first 20 minutes, and you're like, what
right,
the fuck?
right.
It's not that great of a movie, but I always had a soft spot for Along Came Polly
Oh,
with little
Billy-
Phillip Seymour Hoffman, who's one
Phillip-
of my favorite actors ever do.
Yeah.
He's
That's one of
so
his-
fucking funny.
that was
in
the introduction
show.
of the shark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sharted.
I never,
farted,
that was
you
the
shit
first
little
time I
okay,
ever heard
I
of
never
the
saw
shark.
that movie either.
Oh, it's one of those stupid rom-coms, but it's gold.
Yeah.
I mean, the basketball scenes alone.
Dude, it's so Phillip
Anything
Seymour
Ben Stiller
Hoffman's
does
like
is
let
this,
it rain.
he's like this childhood actor who is all famous, then like fell out of favor with everybody. Like, lost all the popularity, but he still kind of has it in his head, so he's doing like these bullshit like
he hires
musicals and
a documentary crew to follow him around and act like some shows doing a documentary on him, but he hired them to do it.
Well, yeah, that's how that works, really.
He's in that movie that's like what, Stand By Me, basically.
Oh yeah.
But what an amazing actor. Let's give him his flowers because
He's fucking
the
fantastic.
side characters and
man.
everything that dude's ever been in.
Who, Hoffman?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Capote,
Red Dragon, man.
Capote is a huge
Boogie
flick.
Nights, man.
Yeah.
He's great in Boogie.
25th Hour. It's a very
I don't know that
unknown
one.
movie. Spike Lee, Edward Norton.
I don't know a lot of Spike Lee joints, man. I gotta be honest.
It's the last day before he has to go to prison for 7 years because he got caught selling drugs.
Okay.
It just takes him through his 24 hours, and Hoffman is one of his buddies.
Oh, okay.
And he's a professor that ends up making out with one of his students at this nightclub at the end and just totally fucks himself over, but he's just fantastic in it.
He's great, man. Great fucking actor.
Did he OD?
Yeah, heroin, I believe.
Oh, man. Going hard.
I mean, like, these guys are just, like, so rich and famous and loved. It must be terrible. I just never got that. Because that guy seemed wicked smart. Wicked smart.
Wicked smart. Yeah, but he was ginger, and let me tell you guys, that's a tough road. It's a tough road to walk, man. It's
I
not
feel
for
like
everybody.
if you're a ginger, you have special powers, though.
No, you do not.
I didn't say they were good.
Yeah, your special powers are to burn in 5 minutes being outside in the sun.
The ability to instantaneously turn off any woman you're trying to hit
for
on
sure.
at the time.
I don't know. Yeah, that's if you're a guy, but I love myself a good redhead.
If like the ginger without all the freckles, dude, but a true ginger, dude, with all
Like
the
an
freckles.
Opie looking motherfucker.
Even I got lucky, dude. I'm ginger, but like I'm not super freckly.
He's
So
a
I'm
day
lucky,
walker.
man. For real. We were talking about which cartoon character you'd fuck, and of course the kind of
Lois Griffin.
It's a great
call,
answer.
yeah.
She is
Good
so
answer.
hot.
That is a good
Yeah,
answer.
she is,
Speaking
yeah.
of redheads,
Yeah, there you go. That's a good one. We were saying it was Ariel from Little Mermaid.
another redhead.
That's what we're
Another.
I'm saying, yeah.
So you
Yeah.
would have sex with her mermaid vagina.
Well,
then.
that was what the discussion fucking.
So which Ariel
obviously-
would you fuck? Mermaid Ariel or human
Either
Ariel?
one, man. Whatever's available.
You gotta go mermaid almost.
Or new current African American mermaid Ariel. Do you see they're doing a live action one and
Yeah,
Ariel's
yeah.
black?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think we should be talking about
Everybody,
this.
well,
Probably
everybody
not.
is talking about it. No, it's hilarious.
Watching that Seinfeld where they couldn't tell what race Elaine's boyfriend was, and George just kept saying, "I don't think we should be talking about this."
They get the whole shtick. He's like, "Aren't you Mexican, Bennis?" You know?
Yeah.
So we're just a couple of white people.
That's
What do
the
you want to
same,
do? Hey, let's go to the Get.
That's the same shtick from Super Troopers. They think I'm Mexican. You're not Mexican?
Chinchilla.
Yeah, that fucking the Little Mermaid thing. Here's the thing about it is everybody's talking about it, and yet, as far as I can tell, maybe I'm not on the right social platforms. Nobody's talking about it. All I see is people being like, everybody's upset about it, and I'm going, I don't see anybody who's upset about this. So like,
Because nobody knows about it.
I didn't even know they were making the fucking movie, bro.
oh yeah, I see probably 5 things a day about it.
I
dude.
don't get it. I don't think this should be controversial, but I don't get why they have to keep remaking old things and put in these characters these different races of people. Why can't we make something new and put those races of people in it and make
Right.
something original and memorable
Yeah.
rather than just recycling the same stuff? But
Right.
oh, let's put this in it and this. What will that change? What
Built-in
does that
audiences
do?
is why. But no, here's my thing, and I will die on this fucking hill, okay? It's twice now. Listen, I don't care. In fucking Spider-Man, hot ginger girl is the next door neighbor, Mary Jane Watson. Her whole thing is she's a redhead,
Which
right?
Spider-Man are we talking about?
The new Spider-Mans with the new shit.
His girlfriend's black. in
That's
the
what
new
I'm saying.
Spider-Mans.
Is okay, and then the new Little Mermaid, ginger. She's ginger. They replace her with a black girl. So what I'm saying is, this is fucking.
What
this-
are you saying?
I'm saying.
I'm staying out of this
I'm
one,
saying
baby.
there's 2 roles for hot ginger people. There's only 2 roles for us gingers, all right? And they're fucking giving them to black people. I'm like, come on, goddammit.
Ooh.
No.
Hey guys, I was refilling the drink. What have you been talking about for the last couple of minutes here?
There's only because they're like, why do they only give I won't do a role like Tom Hanks is like, I wouldn't do Philadelphia Now. You know what I mean? Because it's a gay guy, so a gay guy has to play that role.
So Tom Hanks hates
So Mary
gay
Jane
men?
Watson, her whole character is that she's a redhead.
That was her identity. Was
Mostly
the color of her hair.
Mostly, yes, yes, literally. You know,
She's more than just the color of her hair, boss.
not really.
Bill Burr's got that whole bit about how I forgot the bit. Let's just go ahead and move along.
He does have some bits. Yes.
Right in and right out just as fast. Jesus Christ, I got to stop drinking.
like to-
really got to dry out here for a couple of weeks.
Fuck that. Oh,
I'm
man.
trying to think of another good role for
Us
redheads,
gingers,
and
man.
I just don't.
I'm telling you, dude.
Lots of good cartoon character. You got Jessica Rabbit. You got Lois Griffin.
Yeah, what the fuck?
April
Thank
O'Neil
you.
was kind of a redhead,
yeah,
I feel like.
Yeah. So what the fuck, man? Like, no redheads can have fucking sweet roles anymore? Us fucking poor gingers, man. We always get in the fucking shaft.
Who
That's
would
what
be
I'm
the
saying.
most famous
That's what I'm fucking
redhead?
saying. Me.
judging by the watches on your last YouTube podcast, I would have to slightly disagree with you.
In fairness, it's mostly a Spotify audience. That's where we really rack up the
We're
numbers.
huge.
I wanted to make the joke.
Spotify.
I wanted to make the joke to your dozens and dozens of fans, but I could really just say dozen. Maybe
Just
a baker's
us listening to it over and over, just racking up.
Oh,
tens
3 of them were
views.
me too easy. I had to keep getting pulled away, and it just kept starting at the beginning.
Indeed. Fuck, dude. There, Mach 3. I woke up this morning and I was kind of wondering, like, what's going on in the world? Like, what's happening right now in today's world.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you could fill me in.
The Dangerville podcast presents News of the World.
Oh, here we go. Right on cue. All right. So I know you're
So
new to the
terrible.
podcast here, Wood. We try to educate and inform as well as entertain. So we like to keep the people apprised of what's going on out there in the
It's
world.
just serious journalism.
Yeah. Got some of our
Serious.
finest investigative reporters on the case, scouring the countryside for news at all times. But
Can't help but detect some sarcasm.
yeah, so first up here, a trail of slime leads German customs
It's a
to
snail trail.
bags of giant snails.
There you
Yes,
go.
indeed. Yeah. Nailed it, man. German customs officials say a trail of slime led them to a stash of almost 100 giant African land snails
Which is like slang for like ugly broads.
and other items hidden in bags at
Grenades,
the
as the
Dusseldorf
situation
airport.
would say.
German customs officials have also been following a trail of slimy Kleenex wads they found at the airport. But in the interest of saving them some time, they lead directly back to one tiny American underwear snail located in my boxers.
Okay.
Yep. The employees have been working hard to clean it up, but efforts are coming along at a snail's pace.
Pretty.
I heard,
Pretty good.
It was not.
I mean, that's a cool story, but it's over now, though, right?
Did you hear what the oh, definitely not. The customs official, he said, usually when we find a snail trail, it leads us back to one of the Kardashians.
Yes.
He also said, coming from Nigeria, at least this time it's not a bag of donkey dicks.
That's gold, Jerry. Gold.
There was
what else do I got
a
here?
smuggling incident with a bunch of donkey dicks coming across the border.
They
We
were
were covering last week. The thing is, they told them they were cow dicks, which was like okay, but when they're donkey dicks, that was what crossed the line apparently.
Cow dicks
So,
are delicacies, man.
Did you read this actual article about this shit, though? For some reason, later on, they start talking to a guy from the Florida Agriculture Department.
Okay.
Like, seriously. I don't know why, because they're going from Nigeria to Germany, so I don't know why this guy from Florida has to weigh in.
You've
but
got degenerate news. You got to get a guy from Florida weighing in.
he said that the species of giant snail is, quote, one of the most damaging in the world. And then he said, oh, I'm sorry, I thought we were still talking about the Kardashians.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
All right, and then he said, he also said that, this is literally a quote, he said, eradicating a population of the snails can take years. But since they were headed to Germany, eradicating a population is kind of their thing. That's all I got on the
Whoa.
snails.
Too soon. Too soon.
It's been 70 years.
All right, so next up, obviously Queen Elizabeth kicked the bucket. Super sad story, but Key West honors Queen Elizabeth at southernmost point marker in Florida. So it delineates
Is
the
Key
southern...
West daughter of Kanye?
It is indeed. Well played, sir. Well played.
Yes, points.
But they did this British flag and the royal purple banner there. But the
what?
article banner. I don't know.
A banner.
Banner, yeah.
Okay.
But the article went on to say that the tribute was particularly fitting as the Queen visited the Keys in 1991, because apparently nothing says a fitting tribute for British royalty like a flag planted on American soil in the wang of the U.S. that she visited one time 31 years ago, I guess. I don't know.
They did a whole tribute because she came one time?
Oh, yeah.
30 years
in
ago?
1991, dude. Florida doesn't have much
Jesus
going
Christ,
for it. What are you going to do?
It was in the Keys, huh?
Indeed.
Ugh. Yeah.
But Key West Mayor Terry Johnson said, "We join the world today in mourning the loss of such an incredible human being." Today, Dangerville podcast host Mach 3 said, "I joined the rest of the U.S. today in mourning the fact that the Queen's lasting impression of America was anything having to be represented by Florida."
Actually, Ross, I heard on that trip she took, she came twice.
Oh, hey-oh.
I got hail somewhere.
I can't reach the other one.
Pretty good.
There we go. Move that over.
Instead of
I gotta
throwing
get
my
you your
shoulder
own.
out. Yeah.
How much Anchorman do you have on that board?
Not enough. There's only so many you
That's
can do. I
That's
know.
the only right answer. It's always never enough.
Yeah, I got to get some Anchorman on there. I need to switch them up too, but again, it takes a preposterous amount of time. So, did you hear about this shit that in Florida there was a semi truck crashed and fucking the whole thing was cans of Coors Light and it's fucking spilled all over the highway and held up the fucking traffic and everything there. Did you catch that one?
No, I did not.
Yeah. The bandit could not be reached for comment.
Well,
That's
Smokey and the
That's
Bandit.
the plot of Smokey and the Bandit. Is he
Yeah, okay.
fucking takes a truckload of Coors Light.
Yeah,
literally.
yeah. All right.
Yeah, because he's dead.
God damn it, Wood. I'm talking about the bandit here, sir.
Wasn't
The bandit will never die.
Respect the
wasn't
bandit.
Smokey the bandit?
Smokey's the
Smokey's
cop.
the cop.
dude.
Yeah.
You ever even seen Smokey and the Bandit, dude? God damn,
I was
am I the
like
only
one-
one who's there's only seen Smokey and the fucking Bandit here?
I'm watching Burt
Fucking
Reynolds.
bastard.
I'm watching Striptease, bro.
Dude, I'm talking about Smokey and the Bandit.
talking
the
about Burt Reynolds.
top fucking Burt Reynolds movie ever made. Hands down.
The top.
There's no argument.
Obviously, the top.
There's no
Burt
argument.
Reynolds movie ever made is The Longest Yard, and I'm talking about the Adam Sandler.
First where he cameos.
Throwback to
fair play.
Throwback to Boogie Nights, dude. Burt Reynolds in some
Yeah,
Boogie
yeah,
Nights
yeah.
is that porn producer guy. He's
Oh,
choice.
yeah.
Oh, that was his greatest.
None
role
of that
ever
would
right there.
exist without Smokey and the Bandit. What the fuck you guys talking about right now? Smokey and the Bandit's a great movie.
You know, Burt Reynolds is an actual college quarterback back in the day.
Yes, that's
was he?
true. That's
Oh, yeah.
very true.
Nice. That makes sense.
All right, so Slovakia is on alert as a tiger from the Ukraine was seen in the local park. So police and local authorities in eastern Slovakia have urged residents to be cautious after a tiger that escaped from the neighboring Ukraine was seen in the local park. Upon investigating the situation further, Slovakian officials realized they had misidentified the tiger, which was in fact an escaped cougar. Fortunately, they have since confirmed that Demi Moore has safely been apprehended and is being returned to captivity.
Throwback to Striptease.
Yes. Yes.
I kind of forgot about striptease, man.
They paid her lots of money to show her breastises.
Oh, yeah.
It was awesome.
Indeed.
I had the same cougar joke about that, though. That was really the only way you could go
Yeah,
on that. Yeah.
Only,
There's no
only
other.
option there.
Yeah.
I did have an alternate submission.
Some about
after
Mike Tyson is again. Once again,
I was thinking
going-
about some Tyson, but after
Siegfried
scouring
and
the
Roy.
countryside for days looking for the escaped tiger, Slovakian officials shared the good news that they had safely captured Mr. Woods, who was apparently on the prowl looking for a skanky waitress within a...
Mr. Wood?
Tiger Woods? Tiger Woods? Come
Adam
on.
Wood?
I did think that was to me too, and I was gonna say I never
you
go for
there?
waitresses. They get off too late.
Hey-oh.
Yeah.
I got shit to do.
Oh, man.
That's good shit.
Jesus Christ. Did you hear about the fucking... The Beyond Meat executive?
Yes.
The Beyond Meat executive was accused of biting a man's nose outside of a game. The The executive said, "I'm sorry, I was just so starved for meat, I just couldn't resist myself." Such low-hanging fruit, but I mean, come on. He fucking bit the guy's nose. And then, it turns out that executive was actually none other than Mike Tyson.
Indeed.
I bit his fucking ear off. I got to protect my family.
It was stupendous. Yeah, dude, the guy's name was Doug Ramsey. It was a pretty fucked up story. It's probably the most violent crime I've seen with a Ramsey involved since Jean Benet, man. It's really unfortunate stuff.
Yes.
Jeffrey Dahmer was like, bro, the nose? Really?
Couldn't wait for something better. Oh, yeah. Well played. You got more? You got more stories?
God,
This is gold material. Oh, yeah, we got a crucial one here. We can't leave this one hanging, dude. So, as you guys all know, you being a huge fan of the show would, obviously up to date on this, but the Dangerville podcast is
Numero
your new
uno.
home for all things highway spill related.
Highway spiller?
Highway spill related. Semis
Yes.
dumping shit over on the highways.
Like Coors Light.
Hard-hitting news, Coors Light, indeed. It's a moniker we wear proudly. On Tuesday, actually, local story, a semi hauling 45,000 pounds of milk rolled over, closing down the ramp near 28th Street and all but one lane on 131.
Oh, right here in town.
Yeah.
Oh,
indeed.
shit.
Milk was a bad choice.
Yeah. Holy
Got
cow, what an inconvenience. It's caused significant traffic delays and transit times were increased for people, which is unfortunate, but there's no use crying over spilled milk. So
Oh!
gotta do what you gotta do there.
Oh!
Yeah, this is the largest dumping of a creamy white load since Harvey Weinstein auditioned female leads for gangs in New York.
Oh, wow.
It stinks.
No, that was a good joke.
Weinstein materials go, baby.
I think you guys might want to fire your joke writer.
Yeah, or hire some might be the more correct. Did you hear about this shit, dude?
Oh, there's more.
Oh, there's more.
Oh.
Bro,
Yay.
there's more.
This is as good as it gets,
I'm
man.
excited.
So it's all downhill.
Sitting at the
There's
edge
more.
of my seat
There's
right
more.
now.
Oh, there's more. Thieves stole a relic believed to contain the blood of Christ, returned it after becoming spooked. It may be bad luck.
Whoa.
Yeah. They literally left it on the detective's doorstep and rang to the doorbell. they literally did. Like, that's not even a joke. But they attached a note to it that said, "We didn't know this contained a vial of Christ blood, and we really don't want it in our home. Who knows where that guy's been?"
Yes.
His girlfriend was a prostitute.
That's gold, Jerry.
Allegedly.
Gold.
Allegedly.
And as you guys know, the blood of Christ, of course, is believed to grant the power of eternal life.
Patient 0 for AIDS.
The blood of Christ, believed to grant the power of eternal life, leading many to correlate the relic's disappearance with the death of Queen Elizabeth. That was just awful.
Double whammy on that soundboard there.
Is there any more? You got any more shit, dude?
Knowing if I did, I would just say I did anyway. This is going nowhere fast. Let's be honest here.
That Elon Musk shit. Do you guys hear about that? They fucking he sold, or his ex-girlfriend sold his college pictures or whatever.
Yes.
Some shit. Did you hear about that shit?
No.
Elon's fucking like college girlfriend sold a bunch of pictures and shit for $165,000 at
Nudes.
auction. Maybe. I don't know what was all in there, but
What other kind of picture could it be for that kind of money?
it's, dude, people are retarded.
Best
and
guess
paid.
off the top of your head right now.
It's literally just fucking bullshit ass fucking pictures. And he changed, I don't have any jokes about this or anything, but he changed his profile picture to one of those pictures, which I thought was just a fucking baller ass move.
Whoever
Yeah, he just owns it.
whoever spent that money for those pictures should probably just be let off a ledge.
Seriously. Like, goddamn. It was like pictures and like
Assorted memorabilia.
Yeah.
There was like a
A note.
Valentine's
Guarantee
Day
you
or
it was-
birthday
I
card where he
Yeah.
called her like boo boo.
Guaranteed American Guaranteed American bought
Oh
that.
yeah. Oh, of course. Nobody else cares about Elon Musk.
That is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard anyone
Could you
spend that amount of money on. in my
having
entire
that much
life.
money that you can spend that much fucking money on a bunch of Elon
No,
Musk
I'd like just to kick
memorabilia?
that person in the nuts.
I'll do you one better, man. So this camp, we were talking about this a few pods ago too. This camp counselor who used to be Mark Zuckerberg's camp counselor when he was like 7 years old. So a 7-year-old Zuckerberg gave him a signed autographed baseball card. You know, you get those baseball cards of yourself holding the bat when you're a young one.
Yep.
So he fucking got one of those and he was going to auction that thing off, and we were debating how much that bad boy is going to go for.
Yep. I think that shit actually literally gave this person the idea to do this.
I mean, anything like that's going
Yeah.
to go for big time money, dude. Anything tied to somebody that's that big of a celebrity, like no matter how stupid it is.
It's very stupid.
Just the fact that people spend outrageous amounts of money on shirts and couches, and then they have to find shit like that is just so sad and pathetic.
There are OnlyFans guys who buy like vials of used bathwater
Yeah.
from OnlyFans.
What's
Jars
wrong,
of
what's
farts,
wrong
dude.
with that?
That's how I know you're like,
I don't see any issue with that.
you fucking sick bastard. Yeah,
There's a
guys
reason
will
to be
buy
priced.
fucking
It's
I mean,
25
if you
bucks,
want to
you
talk
know?
about the fountain of youth, I mean, I've heard things. I've heard things.
fucking jars of farts though, dude. That's the fucking biggest one, dude. That I think is the most preposterous.
Yeah,
Not
it's
that I would
absolutely
know.
absurd.
You could
but-
just like squirt fart spray in a jar and send
I
it
don't
to
think
somebody.
they do anything. I think they just send them a fucking caning jar.
Yeah, dude.
Now, I agree with you, but if we're talking queefs in a jar, that could be an interesting buy.
Queefs in a jar.
Queefs
That's
in a
the name
jar.
of this podcast right here.
Oh, Jesus.
I just watched because the fucking all the shit with Queen Elizabeth dying. I rewatched the South Park where the royal wedding. South Park, you guys remember that
Yeah,
one? But
yeah.
they do it as the Canadian royal couple or whatever, and they keep going like, "Oh, I believe the Queen, she queefed." Like they like it's just like these like little like.
That's a pretty deep cut episode. You know,
Yeah.
usually you get the handful of the classics. That one's fucking...
It's just that whole bit where they're actually getting married and he's doing the commentator and he keeps going, as is tradition.
Yeah.
And
Well, do you ever watch any of that? Like, I've never actually seen that shit, but when
don't-
they do the royal weddings
yeah,
or
it's
the
dead
fucking
on.
birthdays,
Yeah,
like
it's dead on.
all the quiet like golf announcers, like they
Uh-huh.
got Jim Nance doing
As
the,
is tradition.
Yeah.
And there are just depressed housewives that wake up at 3 a.m. to watch that shit live.
Dude, people watch that
Yeah.
shit all day long, man. It's
I
wild.
don't get the
It's
fucking
the Super Bowl
fascination.
for
Americans.
white
Like, what are you doing?
housewives.
Not
Yeah.
that I lead an especially interesting or cool life, but like the day I wake up and watch some shit like that is the day somebody needs to put a fucking bullet in my head, bro. That shit's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's no problem. We'll happily fucking kill you.
Make for far more interesting content than what we got going on right now. Let's be real.
Just fucking, we should kill ourselves after that news bit. He's going, they have the giant bowl of tapioca pudding. The prince is dipping his arms in the pudding, as is tradition.
Oh, as is tradition, but yeah, it's just super fucking funny.
You can keep up on South Park at all? Because I haven't seen any new shit in a while. I saw like the Tegrity shit or whatever a
The
couple
Integrity
seasons
shit's
ago,
gold
But,
because
like, the
he's growing
last
weed with
season-
Towley, and
Yeah,
it's
it is
you can't go
super
wrong with
funny.
Randy Marsh.
You really can't, man.
But they're not. They stopped doing the show, and they're doing these hour-long specials on Paramount Plus every couple months. And
They've been doing a
they're-
lot of like movie kind of.
They're doing the
3 hour.
streaming wars couple-parter.
Yeah.
and it's about
Yeah.
making
it's
fun of
very
the streaming
meta.
wars.
Yeah, because
but
they're
it's-
part of it.
But it's about
hilariously.
Colorado running out of water
Yes,
and which
yeah.
farm can throw water down.
Right.
And then they got Man Bear Pig being hired by the
shit.
water commissioner,
Oh, shit.
showing up in like gold chain and glasses, just murdering left and right.
Do they got that Al Gore material coming back? Is Gore in the mix?
I didn't see the second part of it, but they did not have Al Gore in it. But they just were using Man Bear Pig as a hitman, basically. A hired
Nice.
hitman. He just hung out in the corner and killed who they told him to.
It's unfortunate they're going there. Like, 'cause that's like I had to turn the fucking faucet off on these apps at some point. It's like I can't keep buying these fucking apps. I never did Paramount Plus. I haven't seen
Yeah,
the new Beavis
I
and
know.
Butthead
Plus
movie, which is
gold,
on there.
though.
Yeah,
Paramount Plus
yeah,
is worth
yeah.
the $10. It
Yeah.
really is. Netflix is shit. Hulu.
I
I'm
love
a Hulu
shit
fan.
I like the documentaries on Netflix, so I
Yeah.
keep that up. I don't have
But there's
Hulu
a
either.
billion of them.
Well, yeah, there's a million of all of it everywhere. I mean,
Everyone's got a podcast right now.
I know,
And
for
everything's
real.
a documentary right now.
Seriously, there's way too many podcasts. These fucking stupid assholes keep getting in the game. Don't even fucking know what they're doing.
I
Even
mean,
to the
something happens in the
professionals, you know what I
news,
mean?
and 6 weeks later, it's on Netflix as a fucking 3-part documentary.
Right. But did you see the fucking McAfee shit, dude? Some of these fucking documentaries are amazing.
I did not
dude.
watch the new one.
It's unbelievable.
I watched the one that Hulu did a couple years ago, and that was fucked up.
Yeah.
To where he was like killed his neighbor's dog, poisoned it,
Yeah.
murdered his
Yeah.
neighbor,
Yeah.
was hiring these underage chicks to shit on his chest.
Oh, well, that's just.
Well, that was
that's-
omitted from the
yeah.
Netflix version. Advantage Hulu in that.
No, this
regard.
was a
Really
couple
digging
years
down
ago. I
deep
saw
and getting that
Netflix
gold,
came out
yeah.
with one, and I couldn't imagine what new because he's been on the run. He's fucked over. He's burned every bridge. He's in somewhat non-extraditional country right now, where he's just like runs a town.
Well,
Oh, he's
spoiler
dead now.
alert. Apparently, he killed
He's
himself.
dead.
Was the big.
Oh,
thing,
really?
right?
I did not
Yeah,
see
yeah,
the new
yeah.
one.
Well, I
I
mean,
just-
yeah, that happened like last year.
But
or
like
whatever.
he was, I forget where he was, but he was in this foreign country, and he was just like paying off the cops and everything. So he
Yeah,
was like
Spain.
running this
He was
town.
in Belize
And then he
and
gets
then
into it.
Guatemala.
Belize,
Then he gets
Yeah.
into a neighbor's quarrel. That's a murder in the town.
Yeah.
In
It's fucked
fairness,
up.
do you have neighbors? My motherfucker is
Indeed.
blowing that leaf blower at 7 in the morning, waking my ass up every day.
Just yelling over, "Hey, can't a guy get his shit chest on in peace over here?"
Indeed. Trying to get shit on over
Trying to
here.
get hot Carl over here, goddammit. Come on. Have a little
Carl.
respect. Rat bastard.
Hot Carl.
Dude, your neighbor would be the only old man I would punch in the face, because that motherfucker's got 4 leaves in his driveway, and he's
Oh,
got
you
his,
know what's up over there,
he's
bro.
got
Yeah.
his backpack blower and his handheld blower on, double teaming all leaves individually. It's at 7:00 sharp every morning.
Dude, one day I saw that motherfucker. So he's got these bushes outside of his house, and I am not exaggerating. There were a number of leaves so low you could count them. There were like 7 leaves in this bush, all nestled in there. And he's got this big backpack blower, just fucking, just unrelenting. Like, can you just pick them out of there quietly so the rest of us can fucking sleep, bro?
Do you understand that's you, though? You're looking at your future self.
No, I don't give that much of a
Oh,
fuck
he
about the
won't live
cleanliness
that
of the
long.
yard.
Dude, when you're
You'll be overdosing well before that.
when you're 80 years old, living alone with Maddie and Gunner at like 20 years old, you've kept them alive through every penny in your bank account somehow. You're going to be wrestling those same fucking leaves.
God damn it!
Give myself something to do. See, my whole
This-
working theory is that
Yeah.
his wife is just a terrible human being because I talked to her a couple of times, so I assume he's just
yeah.
looking for any excuse.
After 30 years, all
Yeah,
these
but-
old guys
Oh,
are
yeah.
trying to get out of the fucking house.
Uh-huh.
He's so desperate to get away from her, I literally catch him cleaning my yard sometimes.
Well,
Which
your
there's
yard's
n-
just so bad.
There's
It's just
nothing
like,
more
fuck,
shameful
God
as a
damn it.
grown-ass 38-year-old man than seeing your neighbor like pick dandelions out of your yard, just the eyesores that they are. It's like,
Yeah,
I
let
can't
him
bear
go
to
to
look at
town.
this anymore.
Yeah, man.
Fucking Mach
Take
3.
care of this shit.
Indeed.
Fucking Mach 3 over here. Only motherfucker in the state of Michigan with a motorless mower. He's got the old school 1947.
Yeah.
Cylinder.
Hell
Keeping
yeah,
it real,
man. I
keeping it
love that
green,
shit.
baby.
And-
I had one of those in Kalamazoo. I love that
Yeah,
shit.
it got the job done.
they're
That's great.
fantastic. But
Yeah,
when
they
you
are.
let your grass get to a certain height,
Yeah, you can't
you
do it
need like a
anymore.
10-foot like head start sprint to even make a
Yeah.
dent into this grass.
They're better for your grass. Obviously, you don't care about that, but they are, in fact, supposed to be better for
Well,
your
you
grass.
mulch. You got to mulch. Got to mulch.
So first of all, I joke the front yard grass, and you can attest to that. Well, you haven't been there in a
Good,
bit,
great.
but it's good.
Thick.
It's good. I'm joking around about the shit front yard. It's a dominant front yard. Talking about fertilizing, talking about multiple seasonal versions of fertilizer, keeping those weeds
It's
away.
the worst
dude.
lawn I've ever seen in my life.
But I let it really go one time, dude, and I literally had to buy a gas mower because that exact situation you're
Yeah,
talking
you
about
can't do
came
it.
up. I got a sprinting running start from the road. Just like all my muster, I'm talking like a 4.340 time. I come charging at this thing like fucking Custer's Last Stand. Hit the first blade of grass, and just goes. Immediately
He
stuck.
goes,
He falls over you.
he sticks he
Flies
goes
do a
over.
head over. It's like fucking Jurassic Park out there, bro. I had to literally be a
laying
foot tall,
flat on
man.
his back on
That
the ground.
neighbor's
gasping
out there
for air.
watching him, just shaking his head. Just go, you fucking idiot.
This goddamn
These old
punk
guys
kid.
like these fucking hippies.
Looking like Clint Eastwood and Gran Torino over there. Just clean up your fucking yard, you piece of shit.
Jesus Christ. All right, before we take a break, I got to tell you guys this story fucking real quick. and I don't even care. I'm going to blow up my fucking work a little bit here. We had this guy.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Except not, because it's on video with truck
It's fuzzy
and
video,
trailer.
so allegedly.
Oh, no. They literally are driving a truck that is
God
a giant
damn it,
billboard. All right? And this fucking cat, he tries to do a Yui in like an intersection in like a residential area.
Allegedly.
He pulls this Yui, allegedly pulls a Yui, and he just fucking full on just cracks a fucking light pole.
Oh, dude.
All right? And it's like
Allegedly.
it's full on in the mid. It's not like, oh man, I thought I had clearance and I fucking clipped it. It's like dead center, right? And this pole just goes. It's like an old
Allegedly.
style. It's not like a fucking like a wood light pole. It's like a metal pole with like a lantern. No.
Well, it's actually like the new style because they're intentionally made to break
When
away
the
so you don't
fuck
die if
Has a
you have
light
it.
pole
is.
ever been
Yeah,
wooden?
yeah.
There's like power lines that
Yeah,
are wooden,
it's-
but
that's what I'm
all
saying. I'm
lamp
just saying
lights
it's
are
not
always
that.
metal.
It's not that. It's a fucking lamp, like
Oh, it's
decorative
not an
kind of.
electrical wire.
I'm just
pole.
trying to
So,
clarify that it's not a wooden like power line pole. This is like a decorative.
all you had
and-
to say was street light,
It's a
and we would have got it.
My street light here is on a giant
It's
fucking
on
wooden
wood?
pole. Yeah.
You got fucking colonial times fucking headlamp.
No, this is
out there.
Jesus Christ. So he fucking nails this thing. It fucking whoops right over, right? He backs
Allegedly.
up like a foot and then hits it again.
Allegedly.
and then he backs it up, finally spins around, he gets out, straightens it back up, right? And then he fucking bails. He just bails. The whole thing is caught on the neighbor's Ring door cam, dude,
Yeah,
or whatever,
dude.
dude.
Allegedly.
Not allegedly. The fucking neighbor sends it into YouTube, the channel like Worst Drivers YouTube channel. And so it ends up in the compilation. We end up getting blown up about it. The guy's also, which is a fucking dick move, by the way. So fuck you, guy, whoever taped this on your Ring door cam. But he fucking he blew us up about it, posted it on our Google, like our reviews and shit, you know.
Hey man, all press is good press.
Bro,
when you get right down
I
to
mean,
it.
like, and I got like no recourse, and that's my job is to
Yeah.
protect this shit. So I'm like trying to get Google, I'm like flagging them, but I'm like, I got nothing on this. And also though, apparently, and I wasn't there for this. This is just what I heard is that because this is actually a fucking crime because he left the scene of like an accident. It's like destruction
Dude.
of public property, right?
Snitches get stitches.
This is all public record, bro. And
Allegedly.
he apparently the dude, like the cops called and were like, hey, we thought a thing, and or the cops showed up or something, and they got this guy on the phone, and he was like, nah, it wasn't me.
he went shaggy. He shaggy their asses.
It wasn't me.
Moral of the story is don't commit crimes around Ross.
Dude, he hit it a third time. Like, it was the most. So he sends me this video, right?
Dude, it's on YouTube. Like, it's out there, dude.
But he
Straight
sends
up.
me the video, and it's like a 9.5 minute video, and it was a few texts. I didn't read through them all. I just clicked on that as the first one. As I'm going through this video, I'm like, this is the most egregious one of them all. Then I get done watching it, scroll down. He's going, laugh out loud, laugh out loud. This is the dude that I work with. And I was like, this fucking guy, it was the most ridiculous thing you've ever
You
seen.
work with this guy?
He hit it
I
a
work
third
with-
fucking time, bro.
Yeah.
He hits it, backs up, hits it again, backs up, thinks he's got it, doesn't so much have it, smacks that
So,
fucker a
Dude,
third time.
everybody in our office was laughing their
Knowing
asses
this
off,
guy, was this
honestly, man.
surprising move by him?
No, it was not. It was
So
not.
it was on par.
It was on par. Yeah, super funny. And I'm friends with the guy or whatever. It's fine.
You're friends with this guy.
I'm not saying I'm friends with him. We're
So you
fine.
hate this guy.
No, not at all. No, he's a good dude. He's fine. It's just like it was just super fucking funny, man. It was literally like we were like in tears. Like,
Did the guy get in trouble or what
I
happened?
honestly, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
We never saw him again.
I
Actually.
know.
Maybe
He
when
is now in Mexico with John McAfee.
Maybe when he hit it the first time, he suffered a concussion and just wasn't really able to look at it, properly. Cross-eyed, and dizzy, and seeing triple.
There's got to be a card you can play there. Just like, man, they said some bullshit to me at the last stop. I was triggered. It was a whole thing. I was not in my right state of mind.
There was a bee in my car.
Yeah, that would have been the The Dangerville podcast is brought to you by Blue Goo, the only drink guaranteed to get your dick hard. You've heard of the Blue Pill, and you've heard of Blue Chew. Now open wide for a big shot of Blue Goo right down your throat. Can't get Captain Howdy to stand for attention? Crack a can of Blue Goo and your stiffy will blow a hole right through your pair of MeUndies. Blue Goo is guaranteed to make your shriveled cock so rock hard you might even want to fuck your wife. Go to bluegoo.com and use promo code Dangerville. And she'll love Blue Goo too. Trust me, she told me last night.
Will Ferrell's real hit or miss for me, though. I like him far better as like an old school, just like a
misses.
little.
Yeah.
I think Step Brothers is a terrible
I never
movie.
You
saw
are
that, dude.
the only human being in the history of
The
human
one where
beings.
he's the
That's
figure
fine.
That is
skater.
your worst take I've ever heard in my life.
I think
Step
it
Brothers
stinks.
is
And it's an Adam McKay flick, too, who I'm a fan of, but I thought that movie was not funny. I've watched it several times. It's not like, it grew on
I'm
me.
more
Like,
of a
no,
fan
it
of. I'm the
stinks.
same way.
That's
I'm
your
more of a
worst
fan
take.
of Will Ferrell. As same what I said with
Blades
Ben
of
Stiller
Glory
earlier.
with Craig T. Nelson?
Coach? Coach?
What is...
What? No.
Amy Poehler will not play brother sisters who want to bang
In
each
fairness,
other?
listen. In fairness, I never saw the movie.
Both you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bringing
much out.
dog
Hating.
shit.
Dude,
to
what's
my
the one,
doorstep and lighting on
What's the one
fire.
where he's got like the yard sale, everything must go? Is that
Yeah.
it or something? You saw that?
I did. It was
I liked that
It was
quite
solid.
a bit, actually.
It was solid.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like you said it was solid because you're unwilling to say that it wasn't.
He
great.
has made dog shit. He has made some Stranger Than Fiction. I'm a huge fan of that. It was where he got the voice instead of the author.
I'd never even heard of that.
Dustin Hoffman.
Okay. That actually sounds more like my speed, honestly.
It's brilliant. It turns out that this great novelist is writing her new movie, and as she's writing it, he hears her lines in the book in his head, and he thinks he's going crazy. So he tracks down Dustin Hoffman and has his conversations, yada yada.
So he has to go to the Rain Man.
It's just you gotta go to the Rain Man. I've never seen that movie.
Oh, really?
Rain Man's
I'm a
great
huge cruise
flick,
guy,
dude. Yeah,
but
it's
I've
a good
never
flick,
seen Rain
man.
Man.
Yeah, I would say that's one of Tom Cruise's best movies in a way. You know?
Mission Impossible 4 through whatever.
Yeah, I just saw something that was like, they're on number 6. I'm not sure these missions are really all that impossible.
Actually, they're dropping 7 and 8 in the next 3 years. They filmed them back to back.
Good. Hey, I haven't seen the last couple, but it's badass, man. Whatever you want to say,
It's
that shit's bad.
The
fucking
one
ass,
franchise
man.
where the movies actually get better as they
Yeah,
go somehow.
agreed. Yeah, I thought the first couple were kind of a little weak, and the action was great, but there was like zero plot. Or it was confusing
Phillip
and weird.
Seymour Hoffman throwback was the villain in the third one,
Oh,
and I
really?
kind of turned it back around. The second
Okay.
one was dog shit. First one was okay.
Yeah.
Tom
Yeah.
Cruise is one of those guys where you assume it's gonna stink, and he's just kind of like the token blockbuster actor. But man, he fucking acts his ass
he's
off. And
choice.
he's been in some
I like
Eyes
that.
Wide Shut, man.
That
It's one of
movie
my favorite
fucked with my
movies
head,
ever.
man. I saw that.
Oh,
That shit
that's-
gave me weird nightmares for like a
yeah.
long.
Did you
Yeah,
ever
yeah.
hear any of the conspiracies about that flick?
Oh,
Because that was a Stanley Kubrick flick, right? Apparently, and
Was
this
it?
is like, oh yeah,
Yeah, oh, yeah,
it was
yeah.
Kubrick's last movie, and actually,
Yeah.
so it
Besides
was
AI, which he did like half of before he died,
okay,
nut alert.
but
is the thing. It is known.
yeah, so apparently that movie was like way longer, Eyes Wide Shut, and they had to cut a ton of stuff out because like he went into this whole thing about, basically like political conspiracies and
Yes,
even
yes,
more
of course,
fucked up
yeah.
pedophilia type stuff, and
I'm
then he
sorry, can I
mysteriously
interject one
winds up
second?
dead. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about Vanilla Sky for some reason, not Eyes Wide Shut. My fault. Yeah, please,
Like
please
Stanley
continue.
Kubrick did not do Vanilla
That's why I was
Sky.
like, really? Like, which is Vanilla Sky, also great movie.
Which
Yeah. Choice flick.
It's one I'm glad I saw, but I don't think I'd ever watch it again.
Yeah, it's a great movie. Who was that? Was that Brett Ratner or something?
I'm
One of
looking.
those
I'm
guys?
looking it up right now.
Not
'cause he was
Ratner.
a choice director.
Yeah.
I can't think.
It's somebody like that though.
Edge of Tomorrow. Very
Cameron Crowe.
Oh, okay.
Cameron
Fair.
Cameron Crowe did a show on Showtime a few years back called Roadies, which only ran for one season, but literally about roadies.
Yeah.
Did he do Almost Famous?
Yeah.
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 Had Luke Wilson,
Oh Lord, that's show. Oh man, really?
Carla Gugino or
Yeah,
Gugino.
yeah.
Gugino.
Who's
Gugino,
that's one
yeah.
of my
Side
all-timers
note,
right there, man.
Always
Yeah.
Sunny. They named that one restaurant Gugino's as a salute to her.
Oh, Carla. Yeah. What is it?
Gugino.
That's how you say it?
Apparently, because that's how they say it in the Always Sunny, who's just
Okay.
top 5 breasts of all time.
Yeah.
She had that stint in Entourage where she was
Banging Vince,
Vince's
yeah.
manager
Sin
for
City.
a little bit.
Sin City.
Sin City.
Uh-huh.
Fantastic.
She's
Son-in-Law
great. Yeah,
with Pauly
Son-in-Law,
Shore,
yeah.
which is one of the
Very
movies
young.
I've seen more.
Very,
that might
very
be the
young
movie I've
Gugino.
seen,
Yeah.
yeah.
Super
she's
young
awesome.
Gugino.
She was also in the first season of Saved by the Bell
Yes.
for a few episodes.
Do
like
not-
a 14-year-old Gugino.
Yeah.
Is this
I don't know
back
how
with
old
the
she was,
Miss
but-
Bliss days?
I don't.
Maybe it would. Yeah,
Because
it
if we're
must have.
talking
It
first
was
season of Saved by the
literally
Bell,
the first season.
It's
yeah.
a-
We're talking Miss Bliss.
Yeah.
talking
It's in
pre-pubescent
Indiana
Zach
or something,
Morris.
right? The first season before they moved it to be in California.
No, it was still Bayside, but it was based around Miss Bliss was a teacher. They didn't have. I don't think Kelly Kapowski was on it. I don't think Slater was on it.
Dude, I'm telling you, I think it was like set in the Midwest, and then they decided
it
to
very
fucking.
well could have been.
They decided like in halfway through or like whatever to move it to make it be like in California. Maybe I'm
So,
wrong.
who was your biggest TV crush as you're going through puberty?
Oh,
Was
man.
it Kelly Kapowski?
That was definitely up there. I mean, it was for
How
so
excited
many
were you
people.
to see Showgirls to see Jesse Spano
Extremely
Yeah.
get on the
excited.
pole?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was big time stuff.
One of the worst movies of all time,
Correct.
but I loved every second of it.
Yeah, we were talking about it a little bit because I was trying to think of the dude's name who was in it because we were talking about Twin Peaks, the guy from
Kyle
Twin Peaks.
MacLachlan.
Thank you. Yeah, that's him.
Took us 20 minutes to pull that. Couldn't even find it as
Well, I
we're
mean, who
Googling.
knows
Was
who
it
that
Kyle
fucking guy
MacLachlan?
is? He's been in 2 things.
When
Twin
you
Peaks.
bang Jesse Spano in the pool like that, you know that dude's name because he
For real.
fucks.
Yeah, he really did. Yeah. Yeah, it
But
was a
going
great
through
movie.
puberty, my biggest crush probably Amber Heard and Aquaman when I saw that.
Yes.
There was a really horrible show on USA called USA High or some shit like this. It was kind of a ripoff of Saved by the Bell, but at like a prestigious fucking send away school.
It stinks.
Oh, there was a girl on there.
I would have to say Brad from Hey Dude.
Now,
Yes.
did he have the brown hair or was he the black guy?
I'll allow it.
Not TV movie, but man, one of my all-timers, Elizabeth Hurley. I was a big Elizabeth Hurley. Austin Powers.
Oh,
you know what I'm
yeah.
talking about.
Bedazzled?
Yeah. Bedazzled, yeah. Brandon Fraser, little B.
Nicole
Fraser.
Eggert from Charles in Charge, the middle daughter.
Okay. Charles in Charge that's old school. That's
Charles
80s,
in
right?
charge of our days. In our
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, Scott
all
Baio
know.
really got it done for me back in the day.
Chachi laying down the chotch.
Indeed. I never saw a single episode of that show.
Happy Days or Charles in Charge?
Charles in Charge.
What's wrong with you?
Bro, I have a penis. I don't know.
How have you never seen Charles in Charge?
So
I
what were
have
your
shit to
jams?
do,
What-
bro.
So what were your jams then?
I mean, Charles in Charge was like before any of our time.
Dude, I'm 1 year older than you, and it was like the biggest thing.
No way.
Yeah.
It was reruns.
No, it was like a
dude.
late 80s.
Yeah,
it was some
dude.
rerun
That would have been
shit.
reruns, bro.
I think, man.
Charles in Charge was fucking 80s.
Charles in Charge was
mid-80s,
after
dude.
Happy Days.
Yeah, but
By a
Happy
minute.
Days was 70s, dude.
Late 70s, early 80s.
Right.
So I would guess it would be late 80s.
Right.
So I, 5, 6, 7 years old.
All right. I
You
guess.
didn't get
I mean-
boners when you were 5?
well, I mean, even like
You didn't have 5-year-old
A
boners?
shoved
Oh,
up
I had
5-year-old wood.
enormous boners when I was 5, dude.
My mom had to buy the extra saggy diapers because I had to hide my little chubs walking around, man.
Oh man, season 2 was 1987.
Yeah,
Remember how it
dude.
ran or long it ran?
That's
so
pretty-
it's
that's-
old school, baby.
It was reruns,
Nicole
bro. You
Eggert
were
went
watching
on
reruns,
to be
man.
on Baywatch.
Oh, there was some chicks on Baywatch, dude.
Yeah.
Who-
Oh
okay.
my
Yasmin
God,
Bleeth.
Who's your
dude.
number one on Baywatch?
I can't remember.
You can't say
wouldn't know
Pam.
No, it was one of the other blonde girls, and I don't remember what her name or character was. It'd take me a minute to fucking.
Nolan. Her
Huh?
last name's Gina Nolan.
I don't know.
I bet you
No.
that's who it is.
An encyclopedic
Yeah.
memory of Baywatch actresses from back in the day.
Honestly, it was
It's an
Hasselhoff. Let's be
encyclopedic
honest.
memory of masturbation.
Yasmin Bleeth.
She was
man,
later
she's
in the
prime
series,
time.
though,
Yeah.
correct? Was she a blonde that came
No.
later in the series?
I feel like it was summer. Was there a summer?
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking
Yeah.
about. She was friends with the dude that eventually tried to become an Olympic swimmer and cut down to like 0% body fat. And Hasselhoff was all concerned. He's like, "You can't be a lifeguard with 0% body fat." That was the whole episode.
I don't remember
Then
that
he
at
goes
all.
into hypothermia and the
Oh,
cold,
yeah,
the chilly cold waters
yeah.
of Southern California.
Indeed.
Apparently,
I never understood why lifeguards were always so involved in the law.
All right, do you remember when they went to it was Baywatch After Dark, and it was
Oh,
Hasselhoff and the
The chick that married Jason Sehorn.
Well, it was-
Angie Harmon.
I don't know about all that. It was
It's
him
Angie
and the no,
she
it
was smoking
it was him
hot
and like
black-haired lady.
the black dude who was the fucking other guy. They were like PI partners at night.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it wasn't. He was partnered up with a black-haired Ravenesque broad named Angie Harmon.
Okay. I don't.
Angie
yeah.
Harmon of Law and Order fame, correct?
Also married Jason Sehorn of the Giants back in the day.
Yeah, good call.
Wow, man, you guys are deep on the Baywatch knowledge.
Got Angie Harmon knowledge for days. Yeah.
So the girl I'm thinking of is Gina Lee Nolan, who played Neely.
Okay. I don't remember.
Ooh, Neil.
I don't remember the names.
Summer was Nicole Eggert, who I was talking about
There you go.
from Charles in Charge.
There you go.
She was
There you go.
gorgeous
There you
face, but
go.
she had no
Okay.
boobs. So no, all you gotta really
Oh,
say is
I don't know.
the girl on Baywatch with no boobs.
I don't know, man. Whatever. That's what I feel like. She was the.
She was one of the
I
most
was-
gorgeous women of all time.
I was
in my
fucking 7 years old or something. So.
book. 7-year-old chubs, man.
Yo, I ain't denying it. Shout out to Summer from Baywatch.
Let's give Nicole Eggert her flowers.
Yeah.
Baywatch was the most popular show in the entire world for
Yeah.
a good stretch.
For real.
It was
all that show
huge
was-
overseas,
All
right?
that
Like,
show
I think
was
in Asia, it was
big
really
breasted
big, if I
women
remember.
running in,
in
slow
Europe,
motion.
dude. The Hoff in Europe, dude. David Hasselhoff
Like,
was
how
a
do they never
huge
try to pull
star in
off
Europe.
that show in bikinis? Like,
You didn't need
Hasselhoff's
to.
like
when
a-
you had chicks that were so hot, you didn't need
oh,
to
come
do
on.
it, man.
But at the end, when you knew it was going down, why didn't you last ditch effort Hail Mary bikini time?
Indeed.
Fair point.
Fair play.
I mean, this is America.
This is fucking America, dude. Yeah.
The Hoff's a huge pop star in Germany, man.
Germans
you ever
love
seen
him.
the,
Yeah.
Germans love
He
the Hoff.
sings
David
the theme song,
Hasselhoff
dude.
fucking.
can't-
Oh yeah,
yeah.
fucking A, I forgot about that.
Can't hassle the Hoff.
You cannot. He was there at he was all like there at the Berlin Wall coming down and all that. You guys remember that shit?
Throwback to Dodgeball from earlier. He was the German coach in that movie.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
he was. Good call, dude. The Hoff everywhere and nowhere at once.
Yeah. He'd had that meltdown with the fucking cheeseburger and all that. I remember.
Yeah, when he was drunk as shit. Fucking Knight Rider, bro.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
never
the-
saw it, but
man.
there was that movie about like killing David Hasselhoff, and the whole plot was like how they were gonna murder the Hoff, like kidnap and murder the Hoff. You know what I'm
Wow.
talking about?
No, I do not.
Which that movie should have been 2 minutes long because it's impossible.
Yeah. It's like a Chuck Norris thing, dude. You just can't do it.
You think he got on counter, and he just swims out to sea, and he's fucking gone.
That sounds like one of those like Harold and Kumar things or something where it was like there was a time in movies where it was just kind of like about like just I don't know.
the most ridiculous cameos.
Yeah.
you could get.
Harold and
Yeah.
One of the hardest I've ever laughed in a movie is Harold and Kumar from Escape from Guantanamo Bay. When Big Bob was coming, he's like, "Which one of you guys wants this cock meat sandwich?" And when I heard this big bald man say "cock meat sandwich," I probably, if I was drinking anything, would have came out of my fucking nose. I was in tears from hearing the phrase "cock
This is
meat
a
sandwich."
sequel to Harold and Kumar 2 or something.
Yeah, they one
it
of
was
them
like
tries to
3 or
smoke
4
weed
that.
on a plane to get the girl.
How many of these movies did they make?
3.
Oh, wow.
The third one's 3D about Christmas. And Doogie Howser's
Jesus.
in all of
I
them.
think they might have made
Yeah.
more than 3, bro.
Just
I
3.
think they had like 4, maybe.
3.
I don't know.
6.
3.
They were
Hey,
all
Shave.
terrible.
I'll bet you $20.
Yeah, you don't want to take that bet. You're balls deep in the Harold and Kumar lore, dude.
You're not going to get movie anything
So
over my head.
this guy, 100% of the times I have bet him about anything, universally I'm at the wrong end of that mistake, bro. The thousands of dollars I've lost to Wood
I
over
don't
the
bet
years.
unless I know.
Unless you know you're right, dude. Don't
Do
take
not
a
bet
bet.
against
I
this
could probably tell you all 3 titles right now too. I'm not going to. I definitely couldn't because I have more important things that I do.
No, you don't. Clearly. Clearly, dude. Those are some terrible ass movies.
Oh my
you're watching,
God, I
dude.
waste so much
Holy
time.
shit. I didn't even know they made a number 2, dude. You're watching all of them.
This motherfucker's
they-
got spelling bees to prep
Remember how,
for,
he,
son.
remember how he gets the girl at the end of the first one? Well, she's going away, so they decide to go chase her down, and they try to smoke weed on the plane. They think it's a bomb. They're terrorists because they're minorities. Rob Corddry plays a hilarious racist FBI agent. They're on the run the whole time.
And they got to get White Castle.
You can't tell me it didn't make you want to get White Castle.
It doesn't need to stink. I'm gonna suck.
White Castle stinks. What is the worst movie you've ever seen?
Probably Harold and Kumar, dude.
Come on, it was good.
Did we talk about the worst movie we've ever seen before?
We did not. One of the
This is the
proposed
problem you guys are
concepts
going to
I
run
wanted to do
into.
was-
Oh,
is
yeah, it don't matter.
talking like, hey, have we talked about this? It's not going to be about if we've talked about this on the pod. How many times have we told this story?
Yeah.
on the
See, the
pod?
great thing is that since nobody's listening, it doesn't really matter if we're repeating the
No,
same
I'm
material or
going to
not, dude.
fill your message board with fucking blasphemy when I hear this bullshit from
The
you
thing that
guys.
would make me the most happy is if we start getting angry comments from air quotes fans saying, "Hey, you guys were talking about that on episode 2. What's going on with this repeat?"
the worst. Okay,
The
either
worst
the
movie
worst
ever.
movie you've ever seen, or the movie you were the most pumped up about that you left the most
worst
disappointed
movie,
about.
Worst movie you've ever seen.
Because I don't know what the worst movie I would ever be about, but I could probably tell you what the worst movie was that I was the most pumped about going into.
All right. Let's hear it.
Suicide Squad.
Oh, yeah?
That was the greatest trailer I've ever seen in my life, and they had a hell of a cast.
Yeah, no, I never. Yeah.
It had
Never
comic
caught
book
it.
bullshit,
I
right?
know. Yeah. Never saw it.
I'm done on that superhero
I saw some of
stuff.
it. Yeah, I saw that movie or whatever. But Suicide Squad.
Margot
first
Robbie
one
is Harley
It
Quinn, yes, please.
stinks.
I mean, what are you gonna do? You're gonna watch that
Worst
movie. I mean,
movie
you got to
ever.
masturbate to something. It's
The
gonna
new
be that.
Suicide Squad with James Gunn was fantastic.
Yeah, that's what I'm
that
talking
dude's
about.
gold. Peacemaker with
Yeah.
Cena was fucking.
I did catch Peacemaker. It was good.
It was fucking.
I enjoyed it.
That was some good shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're the worst movies I've ever seen. I'm gonna give you 2 submissions.
He
One-
always does this. I got 1-2.
Appendix B.
I'm
of
indecisive,
Section
man.
A.
I can never narrow it down, dude. Nothing But Trouble.
Ooh.
Okay, you ever seen Nothing But Trouble?
Obviously, you haven't if you think it's bad.
Starring
With
Chevy
Chevy
Chase
and
and
Dan
Dan
Aykroyd.
Aykroyd with a penis
Yeah.
for a nose, dude.
Yeah.
Also with Tupac Shakur and the guy from Humpty Dance, by the way.
Digital
True story.
Underground, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, digital, yeah.
Yeah.
And they went through the bone saw.
R.I.P. He just died this last year.
That he did.
Yeah.
He did the Humpty Hump until he could do the hump no more.
Indeed. Yep.
And
Fell
you know
off that
that
wall.
the dance is your chance to do the hump.
I once got busy in a Burger King bathroom.
Maximum Overdrive.
Oh yeah, Stephen King.
Stephen King starring
Terrible.
How
Emilio
old were you when you
Estevez.
saw this?
Terrible movie.
Not that long ago. Call it like mid-20s-ish,
Okay,
maybe.
I saw it when I was like 9, and it was
Yeah.
terrifying.
Terrifyingly
bad.
It was
Yeah.
bad, but when you're 9, it's like, oh, fuck.
The Joker mask thing on the truck. Dude, Stephen King, like, he's so embarrassed about that movie, dude.
it's so funny the dude can write such great horror, but it can never be just transitioned
Yeah.
to the screen.
Well,
True
at all.
story, dude. When they asked Steve, this is a real thing. When they asked Stephen King why he hasn't directed a movie since Maximum Overdrive, he
Yeah.
responded, "Just watch Maximum Overdrive."
yeah. Oh, he knows.
I
He
believe
knows,
he
yeah.
directed the miniseries of The Shining.
No, he didn't. He's never directed anything since.
I would disagree.
He was involved as a producer and stuff, but he didn't direct.
He was so
Starring the
upset
guy from
about the
Wings.
movie.
I know.
Steven Weber.
Yeah. who also
How do you know
reads,
that name,
I know
dude?
it too. I've taken
Brian Hackett from Wings.
How
about that name?
there you go.
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
the guy from Wings. If
I could
reads
put
a bunch of
these
Stephen King
powers
books.
to anything actually worth a shit, I might be somewhere else other
Something
than in
like-
this room
might
in this
be
podcast with
podcast.
these fuckers.
The
right
only
now.
thing that you're possibly going to be good at is a podcast. All this useless knowledge.
Oh God, I'm fucking great at
With
the
a
most
brain
worthless
like that,
shit.
how did you not take first at the Shetler spelling bee? Is my
Yeah.
question, bro.
Because of Tracy
Runner up.
fucking Drake and Lisa fucking Parker.
You bitch.
Oh, Tracy Drake, fucking athletic, man. That's a tough word when you're in second grade.
Yeah, it's a fair
Dude,
point.
I got out on I was out on bath.
Path.
No. You know what it was? It was tub. I was out round one on tub. I threw an E on that
Oh.
bitch. I didn't even make it to the thing. You know, because they did it. It was you had to do it like in your class first, right? They those are the first fucking rounds. It was in your class before you got to the actual fucking thing, like in the assembly. Yeah.
I feel like you crippled under the pressure, bro.
I did.
You melted under
And
the
I've
bright
been
lights
bad
of
at
the spelling
spelling
bee.
ever
I'm not
since,
gonna.
dude.
I'm not gonna fight that back because I'm the Buffalo Bills of the Schiller Elementary Spelling Bee.
Yeah,
I
you are.
four-peated as a loser in the
You're
finals.
the Buffalo Bills of life.
Well, right in 2022, that's looking pretty good. But every year before that, not so good. You know, I
Didn't even make it
I
to the
always
bowl.
love the analogy I heard that. I played the front nine of life pretty fucking sloppy. So as I'm rounding the turn here, I better tighten my game right the fuck up on this back nine.
All right, so speaking of the Bills, man, what's your take on this season of the Lions? I know you were balls deep into some Hard Knocks. I know you
Yeah,
were
Hard Knocks
jacking
is a
off
big
Dan
thing.
Campbell for fucking months at a time.
I'm gonna say minimum 7 wins. Best case scenario 9-8, making the playoffs.
Was that a haiku?
The NFC is garbage this year. And Detroit, once Williams comes back midseason, I'm telling you, man, it's different this time.
No, it isn't.
no.
I don't
You
even
can't
follow
possibly be
football.
fooled
I'm
by the
going to
Lions
tell
anymore,
you
bro.
the Lions are going to fail miserably. It is going to be a
God
crushing
damn it, you're
disappointment.
right. Mick Garris directed the Shining miniseries.
Yeah, it's Stephen King. Don't
Who the
direct
fuck that
shit.
is?
I'm pretty balls
With a name
deep
like
in
Mick
Stephen
Garris,
King,
you know
dude.
you fucked up.
Old Mickey Garris, baby.
Yeah.
No, you
doing
look
work.
at the Detroit line, all 4 Detroit teams, basketball, football, baseball, and hockey. I think all 4 teams are in a great situation, and I think the state of Michigan will actually have some good things to root for
They
soon.
hope
certainly
so,
got
man.
nice stadiums, man. I was just at fucking Ford Field, and it's fucking awesome.
Concert?
Yeah,
Which one?
the Weeknd.
Really?
Oh yeah,
You went to go see the Weeknd.
bro.
Could you feel
Bro.
your face when you were there?
Back up a couple episodes, bro.
The amount of ball washing this cat
amount-
did
I
over
saw-
the
The
amount
weekend.
that I
dude.
love
You
The
have no
Weeknd.
idea.
I saw that dude in Uncut Gems, and I've never thought anyone
Yeah.
was more of a bigger douchebag.
Well, he's kind of in that
Feel how
movie.
hard I am right
Yeah,
now.
that's what he's supposed. That's what it is in the movie. It's kind of a joke.
He's a joke. His name's The Weeknd.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. You were
have
talking
not
about
heard
that.
The Weeknd,
He picked
bro.
up Bieber's sloppy seconds on top of that.
Oh no,
I was
The Weeknd
equally
is
surprised
phenomenal.
when he was going off about the weekend. I'm like,
fucking
How much-
really?
Weeknd? bro.
How much do you know about music?
Nothing.
How much do I know about music?
Everything.
Would I tell you that some guy's great when he's not great?
Which is why I'm shocked that you are sucking The Weeknd's dick right now.
What I tell you? How long?
I mean,
we
you're
known
not
each
only
other?
sucking, you're
How
minding the
How long we known
stepchildren
each other?
a long time.
I would. Do you think I would steer you
This
wrong on some
is
musical
your
artist?
most shocking take I've ever heard you say.
Oh no.
By a mile.
Bro,
Do you-
the new album is that good, dude. And I hated the old shit. Like, I heard the radio songs, the I Can't Feel My Face, and I'm like, this guy
Do you guys
stinks. I tapped out
carpool
after that. The new
karaoke
one's that
around
good, bro.
after dinner
We
on your way
should.
here
Yes.
to The Weeknd?
Yeah.
That was partially why we were late, dude. Had to finish up that weekend album, dude. We're in
By
the throes of
principle,
that new
I can't
Weeknd.
listen to someone named The Weeknd.
I will say it's not a.
And
it's
if
not
you
a
do
great
name yourself The Weeknd,
Yeah, it's a
and
terrible
and I
name,
feel like if you are The Weeknd, you should be like super fat. Because you're
He's-
like,
I mean, he's pretty
2 days.
fat,
Actually,
right?
what's hilarious about it is he's like in today's pop world, you got to be like jacked. You got to be like super good. And he's a good looking guy or whatever. But like
You gotta
he's
be
just got a
Mach
re-
3
He's just got a real
good-looking to
average
make it
body.
in this world.
It's fucking hilarious.
It's got that Canadian dad bod going, bro.
Yeah.
what's the
speaking of
difference
Canada,
between a Canadian dad bod and an American dad bod?
A little
Canadians
extra
will-
maple syrup,
Yeah.
presumably. Yeah.
Well, yes. Got those Johnny cakes.
I'm not a fan of raspberries, but Smucker's raspberry syrup, the greatest syrup in the world.
How can you not be a fan of raspberries?
yeah.
Maybe the
I'm a
finest
strawberry
berry
fan.
of them all. I'd love
I like
me some
strawberries,
strawberries, but raspberries.
I'm on a strawberry kick this summer. I'm all about the strawberry frosty at Wendy's.
I mean, the raspberry is the
Some strawberry
weekend of the
quick.
fruit world.
That's why I probably hate it. Because it's stupid.
I can't feel my face when I'm with you.
Do you know strawberries are like among the worst unhealthy fruits for you because they are so laced
Shave's
with all
about to tell
sorts
me
of
he likes
chemicals and
Fall Out
shit,
Boy
dude.
over
Yeah,
here right
probably.
now.
That shit,
Fall Out
you know,
Boy.
they got to get the bigger, redder strawberries, dude.
Bigger,
That stuff's
redder,
so
stronger.
interlaced, you can't even wash off a strawberry. Like it is intertwined in the DNA.
You
of
ever seen? I mean, you've
strawberries.
seen wild strawberries, right? They grow all over the place. They're like
Yeah,
these
they're
tiny
tiny,
little fucking McNuggets. Dude.
Yeah, little fun size strawberries.
I'm getting pretty drunk. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what 100 proof will do for you and to you.
Drinking that Hundy proof fucking Knob
I
Creek.
almost brought the recipe for a good old White Russian over here.
Ooh, we should have
White
done that. That'd have
Russian.
been huge.
That is
bro.
my go-to
Shit.
drink for
Well,
the
there you go. You
I
should have
still
said
got
that, dude.
that,
I asked you what you wanted.
I've
You
still
said
got
beer.
the dude abides
magnet.
fridge magnet. Yeah,
dude
I
does
made
abide.
myself a mug, a coffee mug. I can make them, and it said, "This mug really ties the room together." And it's got a picture of the dude on it.
Oh, that's gold.
mug.
Little
That
Lebowski
jacket he
too.
wears in that movie is like $300
Mhm.
or $400.
Have you guys seen?
Oh, it's such a corny old ridiculous jacket. You look at it, and it's
I haven't started yet. Have you seen that Old Man show with Jeff Bridges on? It's an
No,
FX show.
that's all
It's
he
I have-
does, man. Is
huge,
fucking
man.
play an old man.
I have. It's fantastic, but it plays like a book. Lots of long, drawn out, descriptive conversations.
Okay.
Right.
So it's very good, but it's at times very slow.
I've been on an FX tangent for several years now. I maintain at this point FX is a better channel than HBO, dude. FX brings the fucking hits. The shows are universally dominant.
I'm not going to disagree with you because FX does bring the shit, and I'm going to tell you right now, the best show I've seen in the last 3 years,
I think I know where you're going.
The Bear.
Bear was great, dude. Kid from Shameless.
John Bernthal in 2 scenes and just
He's
bringing.
always
Yeah.
great,
That's
man.
my dog right
I
there.
love that guy.
I will die on that hill. That guy
Yeah.
pops up in the most random, like 1C spots, like Sicario, Wind River, The Bear. That dude just pops up in one
Did
scene
you see him
and
in
steals
that
the whole fucking
Will
movie.
Smith movie? The King Richard?
He actually took tennis lessons. Like I watched interviews with this guy. Like everything he does, he tries to be as legit as possible.
Yeah.
He was in that Ford versus Ferrari.
In The Punisher,
That's-
I heard he went out and actually killed a bunch of homeless people to get
Which it looks like he did, and the Punisher is fucking fantastic. And that his little partner in season 2, oh my god, I love her. That's Shea Wiggum's daughter. You guys probably don't even know who Shea Wiggum is.
Dude,
No,
I
I never
rewatched.
seen that show.
I rewatched Sicario about a month back. I had
it's
seen it
fucking
before. What a
so
fucking
good.
great flick that is! And I forgot it was directed.
What is this?
Dennis
Sicario. Dennis
Vi-
Villanueva, who's
who
one of my
is-
favorite
Oh, yeah,
directors.
yeah,
Dude, he's
yeah.
That
He's
dude.
brilliant.
Did you see the new Dune?
I did.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Knew nothing
Agreed.
about it.
Yeah.
Watched it. Was like, that was amazing.
Oh, but that's my worst movie ever made. Throwing it back, we didn't
Um,
answer the question. Was the original Dune? And
I've
we're
heard-
gonna have a whole podcast about.
I've heard
the
that
original
book
Dune.
is basically the hardest movie to basically move to film, but he did a fantastic job.
The new guy did.
The
The original is awful. The hardest book.
Blade
to
Runner
put to
20.
film
He
is
did
The
the
Lord of
Blade
the
Runner
Rings.
sequel as well.
Correct.
Yeah,
Which was
forgot
great.
about that.
I loved
dude.
it.
That was a
He
great,
did-
I'm a
great
huge
flick.
Blade Runner fan, and I loved the sequel. I thought it was great.
A director that I'm just obsessed with, Martin McDonough, did 3 Billboards in Bruges,
I know
7
Bruges.
Psychopaths.
Okay.
He's got a new one coming out with Brendan Gleeson and Colin Farrell again.
Oh yeah.
And it looks kooky as fuck, but it's just
Yeah.
it's getting the most amazing reviews about how just brilliant and funny it is right now. And it comes out next month, and
Nice.
I cannot wait for it.
I'm like, if you
The
hear this shit,
Banshees of
send it to me, dude,
Inisherin or
because
something
I'm
like
behind. I'm just not. I don't catch shit like I used to. You know.
I'm a huge
Movie trailer hound, dude.
Jake Gyllenhaal, baby.
Jake
Jake
Gylls.
Gyllenhaal's my
Yeah.
guy.
Did you
and
see the
him and-
ambulance movie on Peacock?
No, because it
He
was
plays a bad guy
It was a
for once.
Michael Bay flick, and I'm like, oh, I'm all set on some fucking
Nightcrawler?
Michael Bay stuff, dude.
Yeah.
Nightcrawler,
Nightcrawler
great
was
flick, dude.
amazing.
I love all things Jake Gyllenhaal. Nocturnal Animals with Jake.
My man.
This guy won't watch it. We were just talking
dude,
about
it's heavy.
Was that a
I couldn't-
Villanueva
It was
flick
starting to get
too?
real rapey real
No.
fast, and I couldn't do it, dude.
You don't see it, but
It is an
You feel it, man.
Yeah, no.
indescribably great movie. Dude. It
It's-
is fucking
And you know who's
amazing.
in that movie? Who's my shit?
Who's that?
Michael Shannon's.
Yeah, Michael Shannon's,
Shannon
dude.
has got such a distinctful face, but I love that motherfucker. Anything he does.
Okay.
What was there was a movie I can never
You know
remember
Michael
the name
Shannon?
of it.
No.
You'd know him if you saw
Yeah,
him.
probably. Yeah.
It was called like Dark Storm or something. Do you know what I
He's
mean?
in a million
He was
things.
having these visions of like all sorts of fucked up shit.
It's on my list. It's about tornadoes or some shit.
Yeah, yep.
It's on my. Did you see that?
I did.
Is it good?
It's an
There's a
extremely
cow that
slow
flies
burn.
by?
It's a very slow burn. It's kind of like a psychological thing. I fucking loved it, man.
I loved him in Nocturnal Animals. He was dying of like cancer. He's like, let's go kill these motherfuckers.
He is a great fucking actor. If you see
Oh,
his
Michael
face, you'll-
Shannon.
yeah, dude.
Okay, that's
He
what you're
is
talking about.
fucking
He was Zod in the
fantastic,
new
man.
Superman. I will find him.
Have you ever seen Enemy, which is another Dennis Villeneuve
It's
flick?
Jilly's with a double twin.
Yeah,
I have not.
It's some Jilly on Jilly action.
I
baby.
watched Jesse Eisenberg movie where he finds his doppelganger and it was just artsy garbage. So I've had trouble watching the Gyllenhaal version.
Bro,
of the
watch
same-
some Enemy. Yeah, don't fuck around with that Eisenberg shit. Saw that too. I actually like Jesse Eisenberg, that movie, and not so much. But dude, Enemy,
Dude, the Social Network. I've never had a Facebook page, but I'm obsessed with that movie. That
it's
movie.
an amazing.
We
movie,
talked
dude.
about that a couple
When
podcasts
that
ago.
movie
I've never
end-
seen that either.
That was probably the only movie
Gotta
when the
watch
credits
it, dude.
rolled. I
Yeah.
was so pissed. Like, just give me 10 more minutes.
Yep, and it's like 2 hours long
And
too.
it's-
It's not a short flick, and
it's
it's like, God damn it,
Sorkin.
you just
And Fincher.
yep.
Yep.
It's
And
fucking amazing.
it's
Trent Reznor.
Probably the
Reznor on
best.
that
It's probably the
soundtrack,
best
or the
writer
score, yeah.
and the best score and the best fucking director of our fucking time.
It's
Yeah.
great, man.
Fincher don't. Oh
Yeah. That's the only David Fincher movie I've never seen.
Really.
Yep.
I hate Facebook. I got pulled there by my girlfriend at the time because she loved Facebook.
Yeah.
I watched it and dude,
It's
Yeah.
an essential watch.
Now that
it's
said, after we talked
brilliant.
about it, I read a thing online that was about like where are they now, the people of Facebook from this movie and whatever. And they were all talking about like
Winklevi.
how much of that shit is just made up. You know, it's like none of this
Of
shit
course,
actually
it's all
happened.
exaggerated.
It is.
Like,
I read
I'm
the
just
book.
saying, which
I
is
read
fine.
the
I'm
book
just saying,
that the
just
movie
be
was
aware
based on.
that not all of that is fucking real.
Well, anything is. That's why I say it's based on a true story. It's not like
Yeah.
this is a true story
Right,
because that
right.
would be boring.
Yeah.
Do you ever see? I know you're an HBO guy too. The Newsroom, which was an Aaron Sorkin created show with
Jeff
Jeff
Daniels.
Daniels.
Yeah.
Won a lot of rewards, but I've never seen it.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I'm
I've
going
always
back
heard it was
through that
powerful.
right now, dude. It's a great show, dude.
Yeah, they always play that fucking clip of him. There's like that one really epic rant he does, and it's like they always it's on like it's like a meme basically. They play
HBO
it.
just pumps to go back to like
HBO's gold.
Oz and Leftovers.
Yeah, the original shit, man.
Leftovers,
that
man.
season
You've
of
never
Watchmen.
seen-
Did you guys
never-
see Watchmen? The
I
one
did watch
season?
Watchmen.
That was. There's this stuff I'm watching sometimes. I'm like, this show is so much smarter than I am.
Yeah,
Like I know I'm watching something brilliant. And
but
I
in
can't quite-
fairness, that doesn't take a lot.
that's a fair
Man,
point.
Succession is one of the best shows I've seen
I haven't
in
watched that
many
either.
years. Dude,
Yeah,
Brian
everybody
Cross
loves
That's a
in
show where like
Succession.
every second they pack good shit into.
Yeah.
It's fantastic, dude. They've got a
Yeah.
show called
I never watched
Industry,
Veep
which is
either.
great.
Yeah, Industry's new. They're talking
Great
about
show.
that. The
Is that where Johnny
Weeknd has a
Depp's
new show.
Daughter gets
The Weeknd's
naked.
new show.
No, but I did watch a movie called Wolf with Johnny Depp's
Jack
daughter.
Nicholson?
Have you seen this? It was
Yes,
Benicio del Toro.
indeed.
I forgot about
No,
that. shit,
Johnny
the
Depp's
werewolf
daughter
like
is in
that.
like some like Euphoria type HBO show right
Yeah.
now, and she's
Okay.
just basically that chick from Euphoria who's got the huge tits who was on White Lotus, Sydney Sweeney.
Oh,
Did you guys see
Wow.
White Lotus?
yeah.
I heard
dude.
it's great. Swanson was
They're doing a
talking about
season
it.
two
overrated,
about
bro.
him.
Overrated.
It's-
I'm gonna say.
I don't think it was great. It was entertaining. I liked it, but it wasn't
Yeah.
what everyone I think makes it.
Okay,
out to be.
Swanson was raving
White?
about it to
Mike
me.
White?
So.
Couldn't tell you.
Everyone's such a huge
No
fan of the
idea.
guy that did that.
Overrated show.
There's
I think
so
it was
many
alright. It was
shows.
fine.
Can't watch
Stifler's
them
mom. It's pretty good.
Oh
on
yeah,
that
she's
show.
always funny. Yeah, she's good.
Leftovers, man. I
HBO's
find
just
myself
making
going
too
back
much
and
stuff
watching
now,
that. No
too,
one
like-
knows.
That's gonna be one
I
of my
tried to explain it to
rewatches,
him, and
dude.
it's just like I can't tell you how amazing Justin
Theroux is
fucking-
fucking money in that
just
show.
a powerhouse.
It's such a great show, dude.
the episode in season 3 where he talks to himself across the table.
Yeah.
I still don't understand what happened, but oh my god, it was amazing.
I won't get into any spoilers. I wasn't a huge fan of how they ended it, but overall, man, that show
I thought they ended it as good as they could
dude.
because it was so built up and everyone was so worried about it. They did about as good of a job as they could.
What about True Detective?
Season 1? Amazing.
Yeah.
Season
I liked
1
season 2 too. Everybody hated it. It wasn't as good as
Didn't
season
watch
1.
it. I watched the first 2
thought
episodes
it
of
was
season
good.
3 and it was been good, but
I
I
didn't
got
see
off
season
it.
3 either.
Season 3,
Mahershala.
they brought it back. Yep.
Mahershala.
Mahershala Ali, right?
Ooh, did you know they're rebooting Blade and he's going to be playing Blade?
Oh, okay.
I'll allow that.
Yeah, that
I'll
seems
allow
right.
that.
Him in the first season of Luke Cage, where he was playing the head mobster guy, was the first time I've ever seen him, and he killed it.
Yeah, I never saw it. He's a great actor, though.
Those
man.
Marvel shows on Netflix, Luke Cage and Jessica Jones and The Punisher, all that Daredevil, that shit was actually legit,
Yeah.
real good.
I can't
Daredevil's
say
DC,
enough
right?
good things
Was
about
that-
True Detective season 1, man. It's some
Yeah,
of
that
the
was,
finest
that was a
television
heavy
that's
show,
ever been
man. That was
fucking
heavy.
made, dude. Jesus Christ, that show was
They,
great.
and the way they built up to the murderer guy with the spaghetti face and shit
Yeah.
like that.
I like
Yeah,
that guy
that was a-
too.
that
He's
was a
in
wild-
Barry
a
season 1,
pseudo-spoiler alert,
hilarious.
but yeah.
I never watched Barry.
He was
either.
in Watchmen. He was a twisted cop.
I don't
He's-
remember that.
I
Okay.
tell you the
in
truth,
the movie or the show?
he has
Watchmen?
popped up in like the last 4 HBO series that were legit. It's like
HBO
HBO's
tends
got-
to do that. Yeah, they get
Yeah.
their people,
Did
and
you
once
watch?
they sign off on
Did
them,
you guys
they're
like
this
The Wire?
person's gold.
Ever watch The Wire?
The Wire is one of my favorite shows.
Did
ever.
you watch We Own the City?
No, the new one with Barenthal,
David
right?
Simon.
Yeah, I know. It's like kind of
Bernthal.
it's like a quasi
Wayne,
sequel
Wayne
to
something, man, and he is just
Yeah.
turned up to 12 the whole
Fuck,
fucking
I need to watch
time.
that fucking movie, man.
And I read too, because the interrogation scenes I've read are word for word what was recorded from the
Oh,
actual
shit.
cops back in the day. So
Yeah.
it's not acting; it's them
yeah,
literally. And yeah, Bernthal brings like these crabs, these shitty fucking crabs to the cop barbecue, and they make fun of them.
Both the
He's-
STD
And he's
and
just like, "Fuck
Indeed.
this! I ain't ever bringing shitty crabs again." And he goes just fucking mental to the other side. It's pretty fucked up. It's a true story.
yeah. Okay.
His character's in prison for like fucking
I fucking love
30
The
years,
Wire,
man.
dude. Hey, man, what was the name? The dude that plays he's the gay killer guy in The Wire, the cat with the scar across his face,
Omar.
the black guy.
Michael K. Williams
Okay, just passed away.
just
right?
died within the last 18 months.
Yeah,
I'd
yeah,
say.
yeah.
Omar.
Have you ever heard of a show? I was trying to think of this guy's name the other day. It's called Happen Leonard.
And
and
Leonard,
on
and it's
AMC.
him and
Thank
he's
you.
partnered up
Fuck.
with this redneck white guy.
Nobody's ever heard of this shit.
and
These
they're
are-
killing like
It's one of my favorite
IFC, if
book series.
IFC,
okay?
if I remember correctly.
Oh, I thought it was on AMC, but it's something like that. It's,
but they're like,
probably
are they hunting down like
Yeah,
the
like-
undead or something like
no,
that?
it's like it's just fucking like
They're
weird.
a buddy cop type
It's
stuff.
a buddy cop,
Yeah, okay.
like a private detective.
Heard good things. Heard
Texas.
good things.
Okay, you never saw it, but you know what it is.
I know
Thank
what it
you.
is.
God damn, I was trying to fucking explain it to these fucking assholes the last week, and I was fucking
And the
drunk.
white guy, I know the white guy from it, but I couldn't think of his name. He's not
Yeah.
very well known, but I've seen him before.
Right.
Did you ever see The Night of? Also with
Seth Rogen?
No, it's like
yeah.
an
Oh,
8-part
HBO
show on
series.
HBO.
and it was
yeah.
on Serial,
Yeah.
right?
It was on HBO.
The Serial podcast about trying to free people who were innocent.
I don't
maybe.
think it was
I
actually
believe it was
based
a-
on a true story.
I believe it is.
It might be
Maybe
loosely
loose.
based
I
on a
believe
true
it is,
story
and
or
to tell
something,
you the
but
truth,
they're
I-
kind of all the
tell you
same,
the
right? They
truth,
probably
I-
wrote in a bunch of
Yeah.
stuff from various
I could be
stories and
wrong
shit.
right now, but that guy might be getting released right now.
but it had that Michael
Maybe.
K. Williams.
Somebody
or
is getting
whatever.
released
Yeah.
right now that was a part of Serial, and I think it might be the guy from that. But
Dude, the
it's
guy, the
it's
kid,
the Middle Eastern looking guy.
yeah, the main
He's
kid in
great,
that.
dude.
Listen. The main kid, that kid you're talking about, he looks exactly like my friend Chachi Barnaby. Exactly, and he's gonna come on the podcast fucking next week.
Is he? I
I
met him
said
before
That's
back.
I'm sure
might
you've
be
met
the
him many
greatest
times.
name I've
Yeah.
ever heard. Chachi Barnaby.
It's not his real name. Chachi's a nickname, but I sent him a
Even
picture while we were
so,
watching
man.
it. Yeah, it's fucking from the cop show.
Cops.
Chips.
Chips.
Chachi, right?
So you're going to talk about shit you haven't heard of in the last 10 years? You're talking about a fucking cop show from 30 years ago?
It's just his nickname, dude. I didn't give it to him. I was just telling you that I took a picture of it and sent it to him.
I thought he was Punch.
I don't. Maybe the other one. I don't know, bro.
Punch and Chachi.
Come on, man. It's Chachi. It's one of those cop shows or something, dude. Right?
Where they were on the motorcycles. And they had the tight pants.
I wish I had a picture of him to show you because you would just be like, "Oh my god, it's the fucking kid from that fucking the Night of show."
That
with
dude that's
John Turturro, right?
Yeah, Turturro's the lawyer in that.
Yeah.
I'm a big Turturro fan. But that kid that I can't think of his name, but the Middle Eastern kid and that stars in that dude, he's a fucking fantastic actor. He was in this flick that was about like a Pakistani guy who he moved to England and became like a famous rapper over there and was blowing up and then had some like degenerative muscle disorder.
Our fucking buddy down at the liquor store.
Yeah. That's a great show. I'm a huge fan of that guy, man. Both a liquor store guy and
I've definitely seen him in a couple movies, but I couldn't tell you what they were.
Yeah, he's shows though.
Yeah, that's good shit, man. HBO just craps gold bars. Are you watching are you into the Game of Thrones shit? Are you watching the new fucking House of the Dragon and all that?
Absolutely not.
No?
Game of Thrones is dog shit.
Oh, wow.
That's
Huge
the worst
opinion.
take I've ever
Complete.
You heard it here
This
first.
guy's breaking my balls over not watching or not liking
Will,
Step
I know,
Brothers and
dude.
he's shit.
Well, I
on
want
Game
all the
of
Harold and
Thrones.
Kumar
Yeah, dude.
available, but not fucking Game of Thrones.
I watched
dude.
2 episodes of Game of Thrones to give it an actual chance. Not just 1 episode. I watched 2. And it was the dumbest fucking thing I've ever watched.
Did you try jacking it to it? 'Cause I keep going to this joke.
Well, tell you the truth, I tried, but there was so much flaccid penis in it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just close-ups on flaccid penis over here, and there's close-ups on flaccid penis over there.
Fluffy wieners,
Wiener. Hard pass. I don't need to know about wizards and dragons and zombies.
Missing the boat, bro. You missing that boat?
I put my
this is a
penis
you
inside
problem, my
vaginas rather than watch fucking.
That's
Game
what that
of-
show is, dude.
Game
Brothers
of-
and sisters just getting it on.
Couldn't be a worse call.
I actually
man.
came up with a
One of
funny
the greatest
joke the other
shows ever made.
day. I came up with the game of dipshits. Huh? How about that one?
It stinks.
I gotta really talk to you guys about what's important for a second here. Like, no matter how much I sit there and wait and shake and wait and shake, there's always dribbles.
Oh yeah, without
What
question.
in the actual fuck?
Try some toilet paper, dude. You got to wipe off.
Like,
man.
I remember on the league, Taco had the pee white, the
pee bib.
the pee bibs.
What?
I feel like I need a pee bib because I could sit there for 9 minutes and shake my dick for 9
Because
minutes.
shaking doesn't work,
and
bro.
as soon as I put it back in my fucking drawers,
Use a square
drops.
like a civilized human.
It's not
you
even
fuck.
that. It gets stuck way down in the stump, man. You ever put it away and just have that like whoops where it really spurts out, dude? Like,
Yeah, because you were kind of choking it off, and then you let it flop, and it fucking it released the fucking.
oh yeah, the
pinch,
floodgates
dude.
are open at that point, dude.
fucking Shaler's wedding, man. We were having a wedding outside at Catholic's baseball field, and I thought,
Yeah,
I was
hottest
gonna
day ever.
105 fucking
and I
degrees
thought,
with no air
I'm
cover,
gonna be
man.
smarter than the average bear. I'm going commando.
Oh, terrible mistake.
dude.
dude.
Every time I
Yeah.
took a piss in these light gray trousers.
Oh,
looked,
dude, yeah,
it looked like I
yeah.
pissed my pants just from the dribbles that came
All right,
from.
listen.
You gotta
And I had
have
to,
a barrier to that.
I was sunbathing in the corner with my back to everyone, like, "Hey, what's up?" Like, "Oh, nothing, just hanging out."
No. Listen, here's the move. Here's where you're making a mistake. If that happens to you, when you wash your hands, splash a little water up and be like, "Oh yeah, the sink was fucking ricocheting back
Unless
on me."
the fucking
Huh?
unless
That's a
the,
savvy move
Yes.
right there. That's how you
unless
gotta go.
the sink fell off the fucking wall and shot over me for a good 10 seconds, there was no using that
Well,
one.
you just pissed your pants then, dude. That's a different
I'm
thing.
telling you, man. I got the dribs. I got the dreadful dribs. It's fucking horrible.
Dude,
Like,
got the
the
dreadful
ass sweat
dribs.
factor must have been off
You-
the charts in that situation.
like to sit there for 3 minutes and still have dribs. It's the most enraging thing. Like, I want to punch the first person I see on the sidewalk because I got the dribs.
Plus, if you shake it more than 3 times,
You're
at that point
playing
you're
with
playing
it.
with it.
Boom.
Right? Come on.
Yeah, Yeah, try some toilet paper, you fucking savage.
Dude, I have. I just sit there and I swat at it and I dab it and I wipe it.
I tug it and I
And
jerk
as
it.
soon as I put it in the drawers, 2 drops.
You're really upset about that.
It's the most maddening fucking thing in the world, man.
Yeah, you could almost kind of say that like that kind of chaps your ass a little bit, doesn't
In fact, that does chat my ass.
it? You know, there's
Funny
been
you
some,
should say that.
there's been some things on my mind a little bit here lately that kind of
What exactly chaps your ass?
chat my ass a little bit.
It's always good to vent now and then, right? Sometimes you don't want to let that shit build up. You
Yeah.
want to get it off your chest.
Yeah,
man.
man.
Mach 3 and Wood got ears for you here, my friend.
You know what really chaps my ass, guys?
What's that?
Cheap toilet paper.
Literally. Literally.
I figured that joke can only be done once, and I'm coming with it right off the bat, getting it out of the way.
That's good timing with the
Yeah,
toilet paper's so cheap it can't even clean the last little dribble of piss off your flaccid dick after you finish up, dude.
So does it chap your ass and your penis?
No. My cock is made of steel.
You don't have the drips.
No, very rarely. But like I'm saying, when I do, I do the little splash excuse.
Lucky man.
You heard it here first. That's the move. I don't know what happened. The sink.
Pee in your pants is cool. I'm Miles Davis.
Right. Oh man, yeah, that's unfortunate. So you know what chaps my ass, dude?
What chaps
What
your
chaps
ass?
your ass?
Bum parents yelling at their kids from 20 feet away in the store instead of walking over to them and laying the fucking law down, bro. Get out of the fucking rascal, waddle your fat ass over there and make little Johnny put down the party blower instead of screaming at him over and over from 40 feet away and being ignored, dude. And it's always in a Walmart, and it's always some ridiculous mom like, Ricky, mama said put the Pokemon cards down. Like, come the fuck on, man. Get out of there and fucking make your kid mine.
no.
Dude. You're the fucking parent.
Jethro, get out of there.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that shit chaps my ass, bro.
Are their children also on that extended leash?
They should be.
You made some joke about Casey Anthony last week, dude. He goes, Casey Anthony was right, or some shit like that.
Casey Anthony, swing.
Wood's been DMing Casey Anthony. Hey, I'm cool with it.
Hey, with this whole abortion ban thing coming up, if you want any kind of baby mama and you want to get out of it, Casey Anthony's the way to
Casey
go.
Anthony.
I'm also kind of an empty nester over here myself, Casey.
Does anything chap your ass that you want to talk about?
You know when you're in that left-hand turn lane and the light turns green, but you get the flashing red in that middle turn lane, and you're that first car, and you don't fucking inch out to the middle of the intersection.
Bro.
You sit there,
Oh,
you look at your fucking chihuahua that's sitting in your lap, and you're fucking buying something on Etsy. And that fucking
doing your makeup.
light turns fucking green and you don't catch it for the first second. So you fucking literally, they just go through and only 2 cars go through.
Oh, man.
There's a special place in hell for motherfuckers who do not inch
for real.
out.
Yeah, you gotta. If you are fucking first at a stoplight, it is your responsibility to go.
Get your fat ass
Fucking
out in
go,
the middle.
Ain't got time for your dilly
You gotta
dally.
get. It's like being a good power forward in the '90s in the NBA. You gotta box out.
Right. You got to clear out a little space, open up that
Gotta
paint
get
for the
out
guy
there.
to drive
For
the
real.
lane. Come on, brother.
Yeah, you gotta fucking do your part for the greater good and for your teammates behind you.
Understood and agreed.
Yeah,
Agreed tenfold.
yeah. Fair enough, man. All right, guys. You know what really fucking chaps my ass?
What chaps your ass?
Printer toner cartridges. Chaps my fucking ass,
Okay.
fellas.
Okay.
All right.
Elaborate here, because I'm a fan of
All right.
printer toner
Listen.
cartridges.
To buy a set of 4 name brand laser toner cartridges.
You know you're dropping some cash.
it's more.
With a 4-pack.
It's literally more than buying the actual printer.
It's like
Okay.
a mortgage payment for your
Yeah.
house
Dude.
with the 4-pack.
Listen, man. I pay more in premium powder than Ozzy did in the 80s. Dude, I am spending more on black ink than Robert Frank does for his beard.
I do not know of this Bob Frank that
Look
you
him up.
speak of.
Look him up.
dude. Oh,
He's the swole as the goal guy. We love this guy.
Swole is the
get
the
familiar
goal
with
or the
Robert
goal?
Frank. Dude.
The goal. Swole is the goal. He's the
Is he a
weightlifter
Seagull fan? I take it.
guy. Dude, listen. You're doing that shit, and you're paying that shit like fucking once or twice a month or whatever, right? For this fucking toner cartridges.
Well,
dude.
what the fuck are you printing off if
That's
you're
what I'm
buying the
saying.
4-pack
Listen,
that
we're gonna-
often, man?
I'm gonna tell you.
Are you you must be a pie chart fan.
Well, it's not me. Believe me, it's not me. It's these
the
fucking other
wife.
assholes.
Oh, you throw
No,
the
no,
wife
no.
on
It's
the
no,
bus
it's
or-
people.
Oh, my
I'm talking
goodness.
about work right now.
She's
This has
in
nothing
the
to do
other
with it.
room. We should keep this quiet.
So what you do is you end up buying these fucking shitty ass fucking refills from a fucking wet market in fucking Indochina, which come preloaded with COVID. So,
The good old 4-pack of COVID.
these things are so fucking cheap. They're so cheaply made that they fucking leak all over the place. This shit gets fucking everywhere. These fucking refill toners, man, they got more spillage than a Dave Matthews Band tour bus, dude.
Bring it back to that DMB.
Bro, listen. I'm losing more dye than Rudy Giuliani at a press conference. You remember when he fucking had his hair dye fucking dripping down?
Oh, Jesus.
Dude, I'm telling you, these refill toners have more leaks than the staff at Mar-a-Lago.
I can't believe you took the time and you sat down and you made a joke that combined printer toner cartridges and a Dave Matthews Band incident from the 90s.
We've been talking about it literally like every podcast, dude, about how they sprayed shit all over
They
people.
dumped shit all over Chicago.
Yeah, the Chicago River.
Yeah, running theme.
But the fact that you combine that with all things,
Yeah.
printer toner
You're welcome.
cartridges.
Dude.
I have to tip the cap to you, my friend. I'll give you
You're
your
welcome.
flowers
You're welcome.
for that one.
So these things, it ends up destroying the printer, right? Literally, like, the printer will no longer print anymore. So I'm over here, I'm going through more printer than Hunter Biden goes through crack whores. It's a lot. That's a fucking lot of printers.
lot of printers.
It's
So
a
many
lot of printers, dude. So the solution, as you know, is they just fucking buy a new printer like once a year,
Right.
right? And they call it's planned obsolescence, right? You guys obviously fucking know what that is, you know. And the fucking
Yeah, definitely, absolutely. Hunter, why don't you explain it to Shave so we know that he knows?
you know what planned obsolescence is, right?
I definitely don't think you made up both
Yeah.
of that second word
No.
at all. I
Stay
think
with me
Shave
here.
did.
Stay
But
with
the
me
look
here.
for the listeners at home, Shave's face is baffled right now.
It is
no,
not.
it is not. He knows. He clearly knows
Everybody
what
in
it
the
is.
world knows what
Clearly,
planned
yeah,
obsolescence is.
Clearly is confused
You're
by
on
our
an
topic
island.
and needs Ross to explain in
No, he
detail
does not.
as if he was a 6-year-old.
All right, listen. This is actually a true story.
Shave,
I'm about
listen-
to tell you guys right
Listen,
here.
Shave.
I fucking took the toner, or I took the printer back to the computer recycler fucking store. You guys ever going to one of these fucking places?
I just chuck them in the trash like everybody else. And let
right.
it pollute the earth. Yeah.
So this fucking actually happened to me is I tried to fucking be a good guy and take it back to the like recycler store or whatever, and they're trying to charge me for it. They're like, no, we can't take this back. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I literally get into it. I'm holding this printer like it's, they're 200 pounds. And I start getting into it with the fucking kid who's working at the thing. And I'm all like, bro, like we had a deal. We had a fucking social contract here. Like you can't just be like, no, we're not going to take the fucking thing anymore. So I literally, I go up, I swear to God, this is true. I go up and I just drop it on the counter. And the kid's like, oh, excuse me, sir, you're going to have it. And I just turn around. I just left. I turn around and I hear him trailing off. Going, oh, sir, that's going to be $39.95. I just fucking left, dude.
Gotta do it, dude.
I was just like,
Sticking
fuck
up for
you,
the man right there.
Yeah.
Aren't like empty printer cartridge toner cartridges, aren't they like black gold?
Yeah, they're.
I mean, I know
they're
oil was
expensive, man.
said that, but I think they
Yeah.
stole that from the printer cartridges.
Right. Yeah, so fucking like the whole thing really comes down to it's fucking 2022. Everything's supposed to be paperless. You got fucking email, you got Dropbox, whatever. And I'm over here spending more on sprayable coloring than Jeff Bezos is spending on spray tans. And that, fellas, really chaps my fucking ass.
Wow, dude. This guy hates him some printer cartridges, dude. You never need anything more than the cayenne. It's always the goddamn cayenne killer that's running out.
How often are
Cyan,
you?
dude.
How
Cyan.
often are you
whatever.
printing prints these days?
Me, never. The place where I work prints many things.
Okay, fair enough.
I literally, he was like, well, we got to come up with something funny for this or whatever. And I was sitting there at my desk and I looked over and I had a set of toner cartridges and I was all like, I was literally just like, it's toner cartridges.
You
Just
guys
started-
are so
just started
saying that
writing-
topic.
just
You
writing
looked around
shit.
on the wall and saw what you could find.
Yeah, seriously,
You
that's
fucking guys are
100%
so saying
what I did.
Printer
I was
toner
like,
cartridges.
printer toner. Some solid gags
Don't
in
you
there,
just
though.
walk outside every morning and see like 7 things that chap your ass?
Exact. Yeah.
Like, I hate to admit it, but I'm getting real old man get off my grassy these days.
Yeah, so is this guy with his fucking neighbor.
Well, his neighbor sucks.
It's his neighbor's Clint Eastwood.
But
Get off my lawn.
I know all the older generations talk about, how weak and soft the younger generation is, but my God, how worthless. How fucking useless and worthless are these fucking younger fucking pieces of
Oh, it's ridiculous.
just ass.
Does that
Speaking of-
chap your ass?
Speaking of weak and soft, you know what chaps my ass, dude? People who live in Michigan but can't drive in inclement weather, dude.
Oh, Jesus, seriously.
The first time they see
God
snow, it's
damn.
like they've never seen snow
Right?
before.
Come on.
There's a place where it's acceptable to drive 25 on the highway when it's gently sprinkling. It's called California. Please fucking move there and get the hell out of the way, dude. Other acceptable options are get the fuck to the side of the road or take a bus, man. Like,
And why is it that they fucking, like, you can't get to it, like, sooner? You know what I mean?
no.
Why can't these fucking assholes, like, figure it out the next year? Is what I guess I'm trying to say.
Because you're giving people way too much credit for having any type of intelligence.
I guess.
It's not there anymore.
Yeah, that was maybe the stupidest thing I've ever said.
I mean, you can tell
Whoa. Let's not go overboard.
watching
In
someone,
fairness, you said plenty of stupid things. over the years.
watching someone drive for 30 seconds, you will find out everything you need to know about that human being as a person. They will tell you everything about themselves and how they drive for 30 seconds, including inclement weather will tell you
Yeah.
who they are to the bone.
Yeah.
Are they selfish? Are they helpful? Are they an asshole? Are they just a
Wow.
giant sack of shit? Which is
should write a
probably
book.
the answer.
You
most
should write a
times.
book on this.
Pass. I got shit to do, man.
No, you don't, dude. You're sitting around watching Harold and Kumar 3. You got nothing to do.
I'm really practicing up for that fucking spelling bee. I'm gonna finally win.
You're fucking DMing those girls that beat you out back in the day. I'm fucking coming for your ass. They're like, who are you?
I mean,
Copious. C-O-P.
John Madden football just came out, and I got to put some work in.
Yeah,
Got to clock in some hours.
indeed.
Gotta get that game sharp, baby.
Oh my god.
All right. I got one more thing that chaps my ass, dude. Getting sprayed every fucking time I reach in for vegetables, dude. Without fail, the fucking sprayer goes off every time. I swear to God, there's some 15-year-old zit-faced kid in the background watching on the monitors, finger hovering above the button like he's getting ready to fire off the fucking nuke codes,
Maybe-
waiting for somebody to go in there, and it's like, got
Wouldn't
him.
you do that if
Got
that was
him.
you, though?
100%, bro.
Maybe they just walked by you in the store and thought you were a little fresh that day. When you went to
Could
reach
be.
in and think, this
Not
boy
fresh enough. This,
he
like,
needs
this
a
fucking
bath.
smelly asshole needs a fucking shower,
he needs
dude.
a
Hit him with the
fucking
fucking
bath.
In fairness, ever since this whole work from home thing kicked in, the shower situation is tenuous at best, man. If I'm averaging 3 or so a week, that's a good week
Jesus
before we
Christ,
go.
dude. I take like 3 showers a day.
Yeah, it's
I have the
overrated.
curse of oily
Indeed.
skin. If I
Water
skip a shower a day, I
conservation.
look like a 16-year-old fucking just pepperoni faced up.
As do I, but I remain unconcerned by that fact.
That's why I went with the beard. The beard soaks up all the oil from my oily
Yeah.
pipsqueak face.
My
Really
beard
get that
gets
nice
dry, dude.
sheen, dude. Looking like a chihuahua or like a shih tzu or
I gotta
some
use
shit.
that beard oil, dude. In the
I
fucking-
am just starting to think about the beard
Yeah.
oils because apparently it makes a big diff.
It's nice, man.
and if I'm looking around this room right now, I'm seeing
Yeah.
some good, hearty beards.
I'm all about that beard oil, dude. It makes it like just fucking like, I don't know, like it's almost like more comfortable.
I would try the lubricant first, though.
Yeah.
That's the real test.
Well, of course.
Does it get me off? If it doesn't get me off, it's not a player.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying about Game of Thrones, dude.
Isn't there something?
Game of Thrones makes me go flaccid with my wiener.
I feel like there's something a little question about jerking off with beard oil. Not that there's anything wrong with people who swing that way, but it's a little
anything that
borderline,
makes
right?
it slick is in play. What would be
It's just oil.
I mean,
I'm talking about Crisco, dude. I'm jacking off the fucking. I'm coming down here and go into the kitchen.
Canola,
Fucking-
got that big bottle of canola that's going to town.
What
baby.
would
I like
be-
that chub of lard where you gotta like scrape it out.
What would be the weirdest substance you would masturbate with?
Ooh.
I'm almost thinking peanut butter.
Nutella.
Ooh. But see, if it was Nutella, it'd be tough not to snack on afterwards. To be honest,
You're just trying to get your dog to lick it.
fuck that. I want all that to myself. I'm bringing 2 pieces of bread to bed with me. I'm bringing that
Here,
bed
boy.
bread,
Here,
y'all.
boy.
I got that bed bread.
Dude, the move is if you're going peanut butter, you got to get the old school peanut butter where the oil sits on the top and it's not mixed in. Then you go with that straight peanut
want-
butter
Oh,
oil
the
right
natural-
off the baby.
want
peanut butter
Yeah,
natural
yeah.
order.
I want that Skippy Crunch.
you want that fucking
I want
that crunch?
This
dude.
masochistic fuck over
because
here.
when you're going over those peanuts back and forth, you're massaging your cock.
You want that?
Give me some of that Skippy Crunch, y'all.
Some sandpaper Sally shit right there, dude.
Right.
I remember her from 7th grade. That was a rough go.
Oh Lord.
This man's got 3rd-degree burns. Clear your schedule. Get into the ER. Stat.
I'm still waiting to hear your guys' substances over here.
I said Nutella.
That's
say,
you're just piggybacking off me. man.
yeah. But
off
I mean,
my coattails
What the fuck am I
right
gonna?
now.
What else is there, dude? I'm not saying I mean,
What else is there? There's
motor oil?
anything.
What do you want? All right, I
There's
will
anything.
masturbate with
A1
fucking.
steak sauce. Would you jerk off with A1 steak
No,
sauce?
but I'm going with my answer is motor oil.
But that's thick. I could see
Yeah,
that being a
I want
nice,
that
a good.
fucking-
You got to get that good base
that
coat down.
viscous,
You got to get that good base coat.
but only used motor oil. I want it taken out of a car.
Ooh.
I want it only a Porsche,
You're going up to Jiffy Lube and saying, "Can I get a quart of the used good?"
but only when it came out of a dope ass car. That's the only way that I'll jerk
like
it with it.
Teslas. You would only jerk off with the used Tesla oil.
There's no motor oil in a Tesla, is there?
That's why it's
is
the
there
it's the unicorn oil.
Is there oil in the Tesla?
It's
Because
the-
I mean, they still got lubricate parts, right?
That's a fine question. I would imagine. I got to believe
That's
there's
the
Tesla.
unicorn oil.
Oh,
You actually
Lord.
lose 2 years off your life when you jerk off with Tesla oil.
Tesla oil,
It's just Elon.
like a Tesla coil.
Mad rhymes for
Shave,
days
we're waiting
over-
to hear from you over here.
How about the hair grease of the current day homeless fucking Randy Quaid or Dennis Quaid, whichever Quaid.
So
There
we're
you
talking
go.
beard oil.
I don't know. I'm running out of material over here.
We're talking.
I stick to Lubriderm, the basics, baby.
Lubriderm. What the
Lubriderm?
fuck, dude? That's like
Is that like?
that's just lotion, right?
Is that lube and also dental dam mixed together?
What are you, a 76-year-old recluse, dude, who's using Lubriderm?
Buy it in bulk, dude. You get
Sounds
that
some
Amazon
shit you
bulk
buy from the
price,
Jiffy
Bezos
Mart
hooking
in
it up.
fucking booty call. You've got to lick it before you stick
Oh,
it.
Jesus
You've
Christ.
got to munch it
Going
before
to
you
booty
punch
call,
it.
deep call or deep cut fucking booty call.
That's some Tommy Davidson, Jamie Foxx, Vivica
Oh,
A. Fox. Some
Anybody
foxes.
named
We got
Fox,
double
dude, some
Fox.
Michael J.
Foxes.
Fox in there.
You got
Yeah.
2 foxes
Rick Fox.
in that movie.
Some wolf.
And when you got the 2 foxes, it's good. Wow.
Super solid walking. The walking's always been on point. Got to give you credit for that.
I love my walking, but one of my good friends from Denver just tells me it's dog shit. And I just feel like, no, man, it's gold. We're the same
What is-
person, but the difference when I put my pants on, I make gold records.
I'm going to allow that. Give a tip of the cap to that one.
Kevin Pollak. I just was watching some
that's good.
roast highlights on Comedy Central
Yeah,
YouTube
he
shit last
he
night.
does the best walking,
And he
dude.
does the absolute
Yeah.
best walking you'll ever fucking
He's a
see.
what's he doing? What happened to that guy, man? He was fucking
Well, he was in
hilarious.
Casino, and then he was on the roast.
That's it.
Wayne's World 2. Remember, he was the clerk in Wayne's World 2 with the one eye.
or whatever.
Well,
Are you
dot
kidding?
the-
I give my right eye for it.
Well, cross the T's and dot the lowercase J's.
Kevin
Wayne's
Pollak
World
was
2.
also on that celebrity poker show that had a hot run. He went as a big celebrity poker
Wayne's
guy.
World 2 shit on, but revisited pretty.
I love Wayne's World
girl.
2, dude.
Fucking
Who's
the
shitting on Wayne's World 2, man?
everyone's shit.
Oh,
on
I'll
it.
fight a
Well, the
motherfucker,
first
dude.
one was just you.
I love both of those movies. Dude, Wayne's World 2's
Dude,
got some
Wayne's
of the
World
funnier
started.
material,
That's what
man.
she said.
Yeah, swing, everything.
They started
dude.
that 30 fucking years
There's
ago.
so many things that come from those movies.
Wow, that
That's
was
still
Wayne's
relevant.
World 2, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, good
dude.
call, dude.
Yeah.
Good call.
Wayne's World started. Everything that's hip right now was probably in the original Wayne's World.
Yeah.
Dude, Mike
And
Myers.
they did have some walking in the second one too.
He correct, yeah. Mike Myers
Tia
was talking
Carrere,
about he was watching. He was like, I was in bed and I was flipping through the channels, and literally I went like 6 channels, and every single thing people were saying was something from one of my movies. It was like something from Wayne's World or something from Shrek or something like
Who
this.
said this?
Mike Myers was talking about, and he was just like,
Mike Myers is going, you know who's hilarious?
Mike
Me.
Myers.
no, what he was saying was just fucking crazy. You know,
He
He's just
really
like,
sounds
you know,
like a piece of shit.
He's
I don't-
supposed to be
really?
a world-class dick. From
Real,
what you
just
tell
real
through the-
grade A
Yeah.
piece of shit.
Really, he's that much of a piece of... I heard he's kind of a dick, but
So
like, is he really...
he stole Dr. Evil's impression, which is of Lorne
It's Lorne
Michaels,
Michaels,
from
yeah.
Dana Carvey. Dana Carvey's impression of Lorne Michaels is what he
Yeah.
got.
But
and-
lots of people do impressions of Lorne Michaels.
If you guys want to talk about a deep dive, whatever movie we were talking about earlier that had all the behind the scenes shit, Wayne's World's got a pretty extensive oral history of Myers just being horrible to work with, really jealous of fucking Carvey, butting heads with the director the whole time.
I feel like that's Dana Carvey's fucking narrative.
The Dana Carvey show.
You know?
want to watch something fucking brilliant?
He's
you go
he
back
is
and
brilliant,
watch
but
the
I feel
one
like that's
season
his
of his
narrative
show.
about it.
That
Is Mike
shit-
Myers really a dick, or is Dana Carvey pissed at his success?
Little
You
from
go
column
back-
A, little
you
from
go-
column B for sure.
Yeah.
You go
dude.
back and watch the headbanging scene from Wayne's World.
Yeah.
You watch Mike Myers do this. Because he got so angry he had to headbang and he got a headache from it. He fucking screamed his lungs out at the director for making him fucking headbang.
Dude, I don't know
Watch
if
him
that's
headbang.
true, dude.
Watch him headbang in Wayne's World.
But he wrote that movie. He wrote that scene. So why would he be... I'm not sure that's
they changed
true.
songs.
You know?
Bohemian Rhapsody was not the original song for that scene. They rewrote
Yeah.
that shit.
What was the original song?
Do
supposed to
not
be?
know enough to actually claim anything, but I know the song got switched to that song.
I don't know if that's true either. I think that's questionable information. I think that
Got you
whole
20
scene was
bucks.
dependent on that song. They even played it for Freddie Mercury beforehand, dude, on his deathbed.
They that scene was rewritten and rechanged in some way I cannot speak enough
All
on.
right, this cannot be confirmed or denied. Feel like maybe people are
Allegedly.
kind of hating on Mike Myers for not real super legitimate reasons. I have heard that he's kind of a dick, but I feel like maybe it's a little.
Why did
overblown.
he disappear for a decade?
Well, he said he intentionally retired because he had kids. So
Sitting back and counting those
You know?
stacks, bro. He's got that
Yeah.
Austin Powers money. Like, wouldn't you
Yeah.
take a
Mike-
decade off?
Mike
of that
Myers-
kind
he
of
was still doing
vacation?
Shrek 3 and shit, dude.
Mike
you know?
Myers was going to be a huge star, but he hated being himself.
Mike Myers is a
He-
huge star.
He never wanted to be himself.
Talking
You
about
wa-
like 3 of the
you
biggest movies
watch
ever made.
all his big shit, and it was all character shit.
Right?
What was
This is true. This is
What
true.
was the
He's Shrek. Dude.
What was the big Mike Myers movie where he played somebody other than like a goofy character?
But that's
Does it
literally
matter?
what he
Yeah, it's
does.
his-
It was
Yeah.
How I
What?
Murdered. I married
I
an
Married an
ex-murderer.
Ex-Murder. Yeah, earlier.
Where he
That's
actually
early.
acted. Everything
Yeah.
else, he's some goofy
great
character.
movie. He's a
just-
goofy character
If
in
you
that
look
movie.
at his
It's a fun
career,
movie.
he never wanted to be a legit actor or any part of himself. He always wanted to be a goofy
Yeah, he's a
character.
character.
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
can make
he's-
that
yeah.
argument about anybody, especially comedians. Like,
Who
when
can
was
I
the
make
last?
that about?
When was the last time Vince Vaughn played
What
a character
funny
other
guy
than
didn't take
Vince
their
Vaughn?
swing?
When
What
did-
funny guy didn't take their swing at a
The
serious
answer
movie?
to that is True Detective 2.
yeah,
Yes.
You tell me a comedian who didn't take a swing at the serious fucking movie. Name
That's
me
fine.
one.
Why can't they?
Name me one.
A comedian
Chris
can
Rock.
be a good artist too.
Oh, I guarantee you, there's a.
He was
fucking-
in that
He was
early
in a
movie.
Saw movie.
Seinfeld.
He was in a Saw fucking movie.
Chris Rock was in a Saw movie?
He the last Saw movie, which was called like Spiral. He was like an executive producer. He was one of the stars in.
Yeah. Really?
It's called Spiral. You tell me one legit funny guy who did not take on the serious role.
But why are you arguing that that's a problem? Or like
Everyone
something
does
they
it.
shouldn't do? Good. Yeah.
Rodney
Yeah.
Dangerfield.
Oh no. Oh, he's been in. He was
Back to
played
School?
weird dark characters.
Caddyshack
Dude.
2?
Or
Or
the
one
serial
rather?
killer movie with fucking Woody Harrelson. He plays fucking the dad.
Oh, I did
But he's
not.
like doing a caricature of himself. He's I tell you, hey, the meat man, just the asshole I wanted to see.
I killed her. because
Natural born killer.
She gave, me
Natural
no,
born killers.
she gave me no respect, so I had to kill her.
Literally,
No,
it's
yeah.
Natural Born Killers. You've seen Natural Born Killers, right?
He was in Natural Born Killers?
He's the dad. He's
Who
her
directed that
dad.
movie?
Oliver Stone.
Really?
Yeah, it's been
I feel
written
he's
by
so
Quentin
overrated.
Tarantino.
Really?
Yeah, that's this big movie
Never
that he
seen
wrote
it.
before
I know
he started
Woody
directing.
and Juliette Lewis
Yeah,
fucking was
yeah.
amazing in it.
And he's the dad. He's the first person they
Oliver
kill.
Stone, I feel he was just so overrated.
Because he's been raping her.
Terrible fucking Oliver Stone. You ever see Any Given Sunday, dude, with Jamie Foxx?
That movie-
And
No,
Pacino?
I never saw
that
it.
movie.
I thought people loved that movie.
People loved it, but it was a terrible
So,
piece of shit. You heard
there's
it here
obviously
first.
Is
movies-
that Willie Beeman?
Yes, Steven Willie Beeman, baby.
He gets the ladies
Gets
creaming.
the ladies creaming.
That is one of my top 5 movies of where there was potential to be an all-time movie, but it turned out to be a big piece of shit because
Yeah.
they just didn't know what they wanted to do. There was gold inside that movie, that
There
script,
was.
and that cast was ridiculous. James fucking Woods
I like most Oliver Stone stuff.
as the twisted fucking physician. But he was
I
like,
never saw that.
he
but-
was mixing, the scenes in that were cut so quickly and horribly.
Yeah.
He was
It was a
mixing
super
in
weird
Spartacus
editing, right?
and like Ben-Hur shit.
Yeah,
and it was just bad.
He was
Just
trying to
bad.
like basically say football players are gladiators.
Today's gladiators or whatever.
It's like, okay, but like
Yeah, okay.
there was a scene
They're
where
not killing you
Jamie
with
Foxx,
swords, bro.
there was a scene where
Right.
Jamie Foxx, the star quarterback, went to the Pacino's coach's house to have dinner, which could have been an amazing fucking scene. But he just kept cutting in these old fucking like 60s movies fucking, and it's just like, what do you want to do here?
Yeah, that's a choice.
Oliver Stone.
You know what other movie I'll say stinks is fucking Wall Street, which everybody loves.
I've never seen
Jack
that either. I
Savo.
never saw
Ooh.
Wall
That's
Street.
Charlie Sheen, Michael Douglas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Too
It's-
much Oliver Stone cheese factor.
Oh,
bro. This
you're right.
is
That's Oliver Stone,
cheese.
right?
I feel like-
Dripping
Okay.
with cheese,
Do
bro.
you know who's the modern
he's
day?
cheesy, yeah?
You know who's the modern day Oliver Stone? Who I think super overrated and so far up his own ass?
Who's that?
Nolan.
Ooh, pretty big Nolan guy.
I
Last
like
couple,
Nolan.
I wasn't
You-
a huge that
Interstellar?
Tenet movie. I thought Interstellar
It was all right. I like
was incredible. Dude. I loved
He was
Interstellar.
double jerking science off all over his own face.
I had two
Oh,
things
so
wrong.
Matthew
My favorite movie
McConaughey
ever.
is pushing the books out from behind the bookcase.
That was when Gravity came out, was getting all the accolades, and I thought that looked choice, and I thought Interstellar looked like shit, and I hated
Gravity was.
I'm glad I saw
starring
Gravity.
Sandra Bullock's heavy breathing for an hour and a half. This is her.
Yeah.
Gravity
panting
was a
into
cool ass
microphone.
movie with how fast it moved, but it's something I wouldn't
Agreed.
watch a second time.
Gravity. Listen, the
I'm
guy
glad I
who made
watched it.
Gravity, his whole shtick is these ultra long cuts, right? Yeah,
some
yes,
fucking
yes.
Spanish
Is it
guy.
Cuarón?
Yeah.
Yeah, Alfonso Cuarón.
Alfonso
or-
yeah.
Cuarón.
some guy.
Yeah.
Children of Men.
Children
Fucking
of Men's a great.
His whole and so like the
Clive
technical
Owen. What the fuck
aspect
happened to
of the
Clive
way this guy
Owen?
makes movies is unbelievable. The super long no cut, dude, extremely hard to do.
Well, that was the whole thing, and it was
Gravity's
visually
amazing
incredible.
like that,
But the
yeah.
actual, I don't know, the plot
Agreed.
I thought was
There was-
lackluster.
There was some
I'm a big plot and dialogue
science
guy,
shit
you
that,
know?
like, fucking Neil deGrasse Tyson shitting on it all over the
yeah.
place and
We
whatever.
just-
My brother was
But it's
shitting
a
on
movie.
this. It
It's
doesn't
a
take Neil
movie.
deGrasse
It's
Tyson
still
to
great,
realize the
though.
fucking
It's still great.
inaccuracies.
You got to
That's-
cut to
I
the
liked
core and ask the real fucking question: when is she finally going to show her tits?
Sandy
Indeed.
B, Miss
Did you guys ever
Congeniality,
see
bro.
a
gonna
little known Bullock old school with Gosling, a young Gosling and a young Michael Pitti? Murder by Numbers.
No.
She's
Yeah.
a detective, and Gosling and Michael Pitt play high school
That's
students who
Alfred Hitchcock flick, I think.
They
might have
research-
redid it.
they
maybe?
research how everything about murder, the forensic shit, and they try to pull off the perfect murder. And she's the detective hunting them down,
Okay.
and it's fucking gold. It's gold,
Yeah,
Jared.
sounds like
remember it.
she's never really done anything that's not great. She got big fast and was able to really curate her
Another small Gosling with Anthony Hopkins, Fracture.
Fracture's a great.
Fracture's
big
fucking.
Fracture guy. I saw that in the theater back in the
Fractures.
day. Yeah,
You saw that shit in the theater.
Yeah, bro.
Props
That's
to
bold.
that, man. I ended up buying that because that is makes the first time I watch it, you got to really think about what just happened because it was well done. It
Did
was
you
well
ever
written.
see a movie called Lars and the
Real Girl, where he buys the
with
sex
Ryan
doll and treats it,
Gosling?
and the whole town
I
treats
thought that
him.
was some kind of monster.
No, dude, that Gosling.
I'm trying to make a
I'm gonna
Lars
get-
Ulrich joke
Oh,
right
all
now,
right,
dude. Come on.
all right.
Pull me
Should have
out.
went with some
The things
Enter
inside
Sandman or
will
You give me
something.
far too
Tear
much
apart.
credit for it.
Fuck.
Lars and the Real
Gosling.
Gosling, man.
Give
Gonna
me
give him
two
his
in
flowers. That
retrospect.
dude is a golden
You seem
god
to
of
like
an actor.
you're shitting on me for loving the Weeknd. You're all over here fucking ball gargling Ryan Gosling.
Gosling's
dude.
amazing,
I like
bro.
Gosling too, but I'm just saying, dude.
Dude,
you
you wanna-
really wanted to fuck this guy.
If you've
That
seen
drive-
interviews
with
with
the
him,
drive?
he seems like
Yeah, it's
Nice
cool.
Guys with Russell Crowe. Fucking Shane Blackflick. Fucking amazing and hilarious. Remember the Titans, little pipsqueak guy.
Oh, I guess I didn't realize he was in there, huh?
Silver
I love
Linings
that. That's a
Playbook.
great movie.
Drive.
So he just does football.
Fucking
movies?
he's Ken in the new Ken and Barbie movie with fucking Margot Robbie playing Barbie.
I don't take that any kind of serious. Dude.
I
What the
wouldn't
fuck
either,
is
but
that,
the
dude?
fact that those two are playing those two roles, they're not going to
It's
just sign
probably
on
pretty
for
clever.
some bullshit.
All
It's
right, that's
probably,
a fair argument. Those guys don't need. Yeah, Margot Robbie's
unless
the
they give them
hottest
both
thing in
20
the
million.
world.
I don't even think they would take
And
20
Ryan
million bucks
Gosling's
for a
the
bad
biggest-
script either.
yeah,
I don't
agreed.
think I think Gosling's got
They wrote
integrity.
something. I agree. It's a,
Gosling's with Ava Mendes. They got like two kids together.
Ooh,
Oh,
I'll play
okay.
Gosling.
She basically retired from acting too.
She's cool.
What we do behind the pines or whatever. He was in that with
Yeah,
her and
yeah.
Bradley
Beyond,
Cooper.
Beyond the Pines,
Yeah,
maybe?
that
was a
movie
great
looked
flick.
great. I
Yeah,
didn't
dude.
see it, but
It's
I thought it
fucked
looked
up.
awesome.
It's
yeah.
I'd have to watch it again because you watch it and it's like it shocks you to a couple
I remember
parts.
seeing the
but
trailer for it, and I was like, "This looks actually pretty dope."
it's two completely different movies. You see the first half, it's all Gosling. The second half is like all Cooper, and
oh yeah,
it's worth.
That's cool,
It's
yeah.
I'd have to watch
That's
it
a
again.
wild movie. It's a good flick.
that sounds like
Bradley
something you'd
Cooper's.
like.
I love me
That's
some
good
Bradley
shit.
Cooper.
Only missing Jake Gyllenhaal at this
Hey,
point. Like
give me
it's
some
literally,
Gyllenhaal.
they probably tried to get Gyllenhaal to do that movie
Did you ever
first.
see?
You know, like had to settle for Bradley Cooper.
Did you ever see that Source Code with Jillies where he's got to relive 8 minutes on the train?
Had high expectations. Didn't
It wasn't
deliver
bad.
for me.
Starring Justin Timberlake.
That's some Vera Farmiga.
That fucking movie. Vera Farmiga's good actress.
She's
too.
awesome. I
Killed
love
it
her,
in
man.
fucking what was the
The Departed.
Departed baby.
Up in the Air with Clooney.
She's in a lot of
Up
stuff.
in the Air is a great flick.
Up in the
Man,
Air.
You guys seen a lot of
If
shit.
I could have any job in this world, it would be Clooney's job in Up in the Air, where I would travel from business to business just to fire motherfuckers. And that sounds cool. That sounds cool, but he's got that one scene with J.K. Simmons where he looks at his fucking resume and sees he was a sous chef early in his life, and then he did a corporate job. It's like, how much did it take to give up on your dream or whatever? I would find the good and to help these people go forward. I wouldn't just be like, you're fired, you get the fuck out of here. I'd be like, you're fucking fired, but this opens this door, and this door. Like, I feel like I have the gift of gab. And if I could fucking help some fucking dipshits find a better path, plus you get to travel all over the world, that's just the perfect job.
I'm picturing you
The
finish
perfect
up with
job.
one.
You
You're
should do
like,
that.
you know what? I really did this person a favor, and I'm sure it was a tough situation. As in the background, you see their body go falling off the 20th floor right past
And
your
up
windows.
in the
You got
air,
your back
there's
turned
a
to it.
woman that jumps off the bridge that she tells the one girl that she's going to jump off because she's getting fired. But you're taking a shit situation and you're trying to make the best you can. No matter what happens, you could just try to put the best spin
It's
you
a
can.
dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. You're like a young
no,
Mike
not
Rowe over
somebody's
here,
got to
bro.
do it. Yeah, this guy's got to
I
do it.
hate people. It's a horrible irony, but I hate fucking people with all my heart. But all I want to do is all I really want to do is help them.
That's a good name for an episode too.
Like-
I hate fucking people with all my heart.
Like I love helping strangers do things that I just think common sense and logic are just two things that just aren't around anymore. It's not something you learn. You're born fucking with. You don't need to learn fucking common sense.
Well, I don't
Everybody's
think that's
moving
true,
too
dude. I think
fast.
people can
Nobody's-
absolutely be taught how to think in common sense.
Logic. I mean, you look at something like
You can be taught logic. They literally have classes on logic.
I just think it's such a God-given thing
In fact,
to
I would
every
say
human
that's-
being because it's so basic and
Well,
easy.
but you have to be taught the concept of it.
I go at a
you
green
know.
light. I stop at a red light. There's not much to it.
I feel like logic's more of a philosophical thing.
People
talking
put
about
their,
logic, actually.
You want to talk
know?
about what grinds my fucking gears is people put their entitlement of self ahead of logic and common sense because they feel they're fucking special because they're white and they live in a fucking America.
All right, so there's a music production software. The second biggest one is called Logic. Okay. And they say there's a joke in the music community that says, why aren't women good at producing music? Because they
they're
don't have
women.
logic.
Like,
Yes.
The email address one more time is
I didn't say-
bossdanger@yahoo.com.
That's a solid joke. That's been around forever, dude.
I am admittedly the biggest sexist you'll ever meet. And it's not because I hate women or anything. I believe in just evidence and truth and science. You're never going to find a woman who can throw a ball as fast as a man, lift as much weight as
That's
a
true.
man.
Yeah.
It's just, we're built differently.
There's
It's
plenty of
not-
women that can lift more than my
It's
bitch
not me saying,
ass,
ha
that's for
ha,
sure.
we're better than you. It's just the fucking way it is. And if you want to find someone like, oh, we can like bake a cake or cook, vacuum a room better, we have gay dudes. So they can do it better than Anywho.
Hey guys, once again, just coming back from refilling my drink. Missed the last few minutes of conversation. What's going on?
You look at the Olympic times, swimming, fucking any sport, the man's timer record is always going to be better than the women's because it's just how we're built. It's different. So I don't want to hear the bullshit is we can do whatever they can do because you can't and will never be able to. So just accept it and move on.
Not touching this one.
You should. It's an unpopular opinion, but how can you tell me I'm wrong? How can you tell me I'm wrong? Like, tell me a female that ever beat Michael Phelps at anything.
There's a
Tell me a male that ever beat Michael Phelps. In anything
Exactly.
in fairness, bro.
But, he's had some records broken since he retired.
Michael Phelps is the fucking vet right around the corner here.
He beat sharks on Shark
Your
Week,
cat's
bro.
right.
Yeah. So we're always like, yeah, Michael Phelps didn't fucking
What got me on this tangent?
I don't even know what you're talking
General
about.
hatred of everything and everyone, if I remember correct.
Yeah. I hate everything. There was another point to that, but I forgot what it was, but I will legitimately stand by it. I hate pretty much everything and everyone.
Spoken like a true American.
I don't even want to be
Yeah,
associated
we
with
know.
American. Give me in Canada right now. This shit is
You're like,
fucking
see,
crazy. There's
and
a
how come
civil
you don't
war.
love the Weeknd, dude? He's Canadian, man.
Because I can
You
feel my
wanna be in
face.
Canada, dude.
Unlike him,
Not when you're with him.
unlike him, I can feel my face.
If you are with him, you will not feel your face, sir.
Because hopefully I'm so coked up.
You will feel how hard he is right now.
Wish Adam Sandler would have beat the shit out of him in that movie.
That movie was fucking
Huh?
wild, dude.
Ah!
Yeah, I liked it. People
I
hated
liked
on
it until he opened the door and let those motherfuckers shoot him in the head. It's like, what did you think was going to happen? You trapped him in there for 3 fucking hours.
Yeah, I
They're
don't
just
know.
gonna
I didn't like
high-five
the.
you?
I didn't like the scene where he was like put in the fucking trunk. Like it. I was like, why is this happening? I don't get this. Doesn't even actually make sense.
It was no Longest Yard remake.
You all right?
What's going on over there,
I'm good.
Mock?
I'm still waiting for the smoke to clear from this last one here. I'm not getting caught up. It's
What
fucking,
else you want a part of?
It's fucking Fukushima
What else do you
over
want a
here. I'm
piece of
trying to
right
get
now?
out of the
What else
radiation
grinds your
blast.
I
gears,
got
dude?
barrels locked and loaded right now.
Bring it then, motherfucker. What fucking really grinds your gears, Wood?
Everyone thinks they're fucking.
What chaps your ass?
Everyone
sir?
thinks they're special. You know what? Surprise.
You already went off on this.
No.
You just went off on this.
No one's special. Everyone's the fucking same. We all have the same thoughts and fears and hopes and dreams. And at the end of the day, they all get crushed the same unless you came from fucking old school money. So don't get to a 4-way after me and then go in front of me because you feel like you deserve to. And then yell fucking let's go Brandon at me.
But the thing is I am special because I have such an enormous penis. So
The only way I've gotten this far in my life is because of my penis. if I didn't have my penis, I would have just gave up and been doing a lot of hardcore drugs a long time ago. Instead of just doing some hardcore drugs.
But you've been doing a lot of hardcore drugs for a long time.
I've been following...
Watching Harold and Kumar.
I didn't... Alcohol is the most
Going to White Castle.
Alcohol is the most powerful
It
drug.
really is,
Alcohol's
man.
a hell of a drug.
It really is. This fucking Knob Creek I'm drinking here is fucking 100 proof, man.
There
I'll
was
take a bite out of you.
There was a time where I lived with Shaler. We had the big parties.
Yeah. Those
Yeah.
parties were great, by the way.
They're great for looking for wet holes.
I mean, I had a good time, you know.
And there was a time where you just, at the end of the night, you just, you're fishing. It's like you're on Alone, the show. You ever seen it? It's great.
No.
But, you're just like
Naked
fishing.
and afraid.
You're just fishing for anything you can get. And then once you snag it, you just take it to your bedroom and have sex with it. And there was one time
You were, dude.
I felt so bad about it. I tried to shove her out my window and she wouldn't fit. So I had to go to the living room.
Oh my God.
And I had to tell all my friends in the living room sleeping on the floor that they're about to see something that I was going to get shit about the rest of my life. And then the National Geographic walked behind me and went to work.
Oh, yikes.
Nat Geo was in the building for some reason? What?
Yeah, it was sight to be seen.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ, man. You are 1 in a million, my friend.
That's what I count on.
Wow. You got anything else you want to talk about, dude?
Feels like it's a pretty good spot to wrap this up. Just saying.
I mean, what direction do you want to go, man?
Preferably home at this point, I'm thinking. I don't know.
Home sounds boring, though, Shave.
All right, man. What time is it, dude? Oh, yeah.
About 3, 4, 5 in the morning.
Is it January? No, man, it's August. All right, let's wrap this up, man.
Good to see you,
Thank
brother.
you.
Hilarious stuff.
Peace out, motherfuckers.